Ward in the air, so another go here for England. This time they go to Allcroft, the captain, and here is the maul. It'll rumble, they'll be roared on. England tracking towards the line, looking for the first try of the tournament, and it's Sadia Kabaya who opens the scoring in Rugby World Cup 2025.
Quick conversation, reset, go again, straight to captain Zoe Allcroft, and just look at that, look at the connection. Everyone doing their role, driving on. And Sadia Kabaya gets the opening try on home turf for the Rugby World Cup 20.
For Hurd, out the back there's Jones, and now the crossfield kick, all the skills on display. How's the bounce for Dow? It's ugly for Hawkins, it's brilliant for Dow. Here come England. USA having to scramble back. Hawkins tries to get herself out of the way as Bottoman goes flat, hard and over.
The little crossfield kick, could see the shortened up, and then the bounce of the ball does Mackenzie. Big fight on the floor between Abby Dow and Mackenzie. And just the speed of ball, that line cutting back against the grain. And then that is one serious matchup. Hannah Bottoman.
Hawkins tipped on Rogers, good hands for Brody, and then again the winger again, and they've created space here. Oh, Gerald Cersei, numbers wide, but she goes herself. Erica Gerald Cersei, how's the speed for the lock forward, and she scores for the United States.
It's going through the hands, little soft hands through, keeping it alive. Matataya involved again, and Cersei here, Natasha Hunt slips off, so does Jess Breach. And the pace to finish, absolutely outstanding. What a way to respond.
She's a multi-sport athlete, a champion cross-country runner, a basketballer as well. Erica Gerald Cersei. And again, USA get low underneath them. The goal line defence is superb from the US. It's Muir who goes! This time, the goal line defence gives. Maud Muir scores England's third.
Oh, Muir. Just watch the spot tackles here. Lottie Sharp getting one back on Meg Jones. And then again, Alona Marr coming up out the line. But here, just a little extension there of the legs. Gets nice and low, drives through just like she does in that scrummage position.
Almost a chance here for Sagapolo to get in over the top of that. But England again come away, and this is where they've looked to stretch. Still one short, remember, the United States. Kildunne now for Dow. She needs no room. She's got no room, but she's got Kildunne in support. Kildunne, Ellie Kildunne, the face of the tournament, is on the score sheet.
Well, how good. England doing the length. Ellie Kildunne, the face of the tournament, got the biggest cheer. And there again, it's the cowgirl celebration. Just the ambition to play out of your own half. Alex Matthews linking up on the outside channels. Celebration. Just the ambition to play out of your own half. Alex Matthews linking up on the outside channels. Ellie Kildunne just does enough there. And then the finish. Here drives through, links back up. Ellie stays alive on the inside. Abby Dow probably could have finished that herself on the outside.
Patient, precise, they have to use it now. Bottoman again. Just a little too static that time. Hunt will rip it away. This time she gives it some air. Through the hands they go for Abby Dow in the corner.
Well, again, USA really making them work for it, but it all came from the line break from Meg Jones. The quality tackle again from Lottie Sharp, right round the ankles. But here, just the patience, the timing, the reload, the reset, and Abby Dow on the end of it.
It was in the corner.
Brilliant ball from Tatiana Hurd, just flashes it across Alex Matthews.
Hurd clings on around the boot. Turnover ball, charged by Jones, picked up by Jones. Another big play from Megan Jones, and England swing back on to attack. Breach, she's had nothing go her way. Jess Breach puts it on the toe. Kildunne gets a foot to it. Kildunne holds on, stretching and scoring.
It's brilliant vision from Jess Breach, but initially Meg Jones hassling around that breakdown, putting Ortiz under all sorts of pressure. A quick result, nothing really on players. It's unbelievable and a great finish from him.
And USA will need to stand really firm here. Peels away quickly. Cabella for Cocaine. Cocaine barrels over. Amy Cocaine with another try for the Red Roses. Another and a salute.
Well, it's a great variation from the line-out. We've obviously seen England drive a number of times in here, but Amy Cocaine, the powerhouse, gets the ball in. Quick tip away. Sadia Cabella links up really well. There's too much to do. And Mata Taitonga.
Flat, hard, punching her way towards the line. Offload for Cabella. Another great tackle from Matai Tonga, but England pouring forward again. 5 metres short. Sarah Byrne, now Aldcroft, the captain. It's unrelenting from England. Harrison, numbers. And is this the hat-trick? No, it's not. It's the dish-off for her best mate, Kildunne, to breach.
Getting her team in behind. Sadia Cabella staying alive on the inside. Little 1-2. And here, just look at the speed of ball. Natasha Hunt. The ball is in and away without, look at USA, can't recycle, can't get whipped, simple hands. Great work from Ellie Kildunne there, doing the simple things really well to put Jess Breach in.
Tight forwards, Clifford drops the shoulder in and she goes half a metre. Cabella, who has been outstanding, low and hard too. Opened the scoring, the first try scorer of the tournament, Sadia Cabella, and here's another one for England. It's Lark Atkin-Davis who comes up with it.
The movement of the ball from Alex Matthews, look at that for a Fen. Big power. How many offloads in the build-up to this? England just keeping the ball alive, and then the patience comes from the pack. Sadia Cabella, she's been so good today in her carrying ability around the field, but here, again, another power play from the front row. Lark Atkin-Davis knows how to operate and knows how to finish.
Cabella hangs on, spills out now for Johnson. Gerald Cersei can't bring that one in. They force one pass too many, and it could be trouble. Kildunne looking to counter. She had Rogers in front. Hawkins sweeping across. Oh, Kildunne! It is absolutely audacious, and Breach on the inside. It is a lethal combination of something special.
That's absolute world class. Nearly 20 phases in defence. One opportunity, one kill. Lucy Packer, sharp as anything, finds Ellie Kildunne. Ellie Kildunne has a look up. Here comes the error. Emily Scarrett with the tackle. The quick tip from Jess Breach. Lucy Packer just does enough. Gets the ball away. Soft kick from Ellie Kildunne. A bit of a juggle. The step on the inside, and look who's right on her shoulder. Jess Breach. The Jess Express, they call her.
Telling brings it down. England will rumble once more. Heaving their way forward with Lark Atkin-Davis tucked in the back under the arm. This relentless white wave is going to get another. An 11th try in the match. Lark Atkin-Davis, the scorer of this one.
Davis at the back, taking her time. Noella Tannen in there, calling the shots. Such a young player, but so impressive. Delivering in the line out, driving them on, and then Lark Atkin-Davis being patient to find that line.
Brought down there from Samoa, so ball back with Oz.
They're not hanging around. Leaney, the captain, took it. In command at the tail. This is ominous. This is Australia's first try of a Rugby World Cup 2025.
Breezy line-out throw from Amosa, and they get the maul going. Samoa just can't stop it. They're on roller skates going backwards, and it's well worked. It's 5 points, and opening score.
Wood digging it out. Leonard onto Tuinako Vandra. Australia within 6 metres of the Samoan line. Wood to Moleka, a whole swathe of green and gold away here. Hulse to Miller to the try line. A special moment for Desiree Miller.
And it's another set piece secured for the Wallaroos, and then it's just simple through the hands, the back line, getting it done, ball in front, punching onto it. Samoan defense caught short. Desiree Miller dotting it down for her first try in a World Cup.
Traditional Samoan malu tattoo given traditionally to the daughter of the High Chief in Samoan culture. But it's clean ball for the Wallaroos. Fredericks and Hulse up the middle. Wood tracking away. Hulse puts the hammers down, looking to finish. The kid comes of age. Australia's youngest ever World Cup player with a World Cup belter.
Very careful.
The set piece strike. First hands, two out the backs, and Samoa don't come down and mark the inline from Haas, and then she has the power, she has the pace, and she bullies herself over the line, gets 5 points to her name. And
1 meter from the bonus point try. 3 penalty advantages. Leaked by Samoa. Pohiva nosedives, not quite. Wood digging it out. Here's the opportunity. There's the try for the co-captain.
Knows how to score tries. She got caught just short there, but then the work of the forwards and Emily Chancellor barely.
Through the middle went Karpani. Still no grounding. Perhaps this time. Samoa defending stoutly here.
Number 1 offside.
And this will be a yellow card against Mamea. In the meantime, the try is scored.
Number 1.
Karpani gets it down, and Anna Mamea pays the price.
It was only a matter of time before someone would be sent to the bin, and it's off the back of that maul formed.
Can you just give me a water? Is that right?
Australia just pick and go, pick and go. Eva Karpani would not be stopped that close to the line.
The exuberant arms of Caitlin Hulse. Hawaraisa, what a pass that is off the deck. Outrageous. Moleka slaloming through. Smith, in fact, it was. Off the deck, Chancellor. Hulse, here's the opportunity. Fredericks, Miller on the outside. Has she got the gas? Oh, yes. Positively breathless.
Samoan had exited their half with a kick, but it went straight to the fullback. A dent up the middle, and then a score.
Just goes to show what some of these players put in to be here. This is Miller, who's on a hat-trick. Maya Stewart arcing around the outside. Meaty double shot, that was high. Stewart pops it up. Miller for the treble. Brilliantly done. Miller and Stewart combining beautifully.
Miller dishing it out to her opposite. Initially, there's the high shot, but Stewart does so well, knows she's not held, so she has full rights.
Special defenses from Samoa, given the scoreboard. Still no points in this second half. Talakai takes it on. Ulu Protea, who's fresh off the bench, stops her. Smith, what a moment!
Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally broke through, but the line, the change of angle, the change of pace from Cecilia Smith. She's been here a time or two. A pump of the fist, the dot down, the joy.
Fresh off the bench, takes uncontested. And the Wallaroos on the hunt for another. Samoa stemmed the initial tide, but they'll have to do more. They'll have to do much more. Australia are in, and the try scored by Talakai.
Another line out at the 5 meters for the Wallaroos. We saw them do this so well in the opening minutes of this match. They form the maul, they peel off Talakai.
Probing left, high. Still just short. Morgan and Fernandez attacking the 14 women of Samoa. Talakai, she scored.
Of the woman advantage for Australia, just head down, keeps the leg drive going, takes on 3 defenders.
Pulse. Leonard march backwards, bounces it off the referee. Pulse again, duck again, sliding away, Piper duck, opening up, inside, and again, Pulse under the sticks. And as World Cup tries go,
Piper duck, ball in 2 hands, turns the defense, slices through, and then connects inside to Fredericks, and then another support line. Another dish, Haas takes it in.
Quick ball for the Scots. Kildunne leaves it behind. Well recovered by Nelson, and suddenly it's opening up for Scotland. McGee on the outside. McGee's away! "55 seconds on the clock, and Scotland have lacerated their greatest rivals by Fran McGee.
That's gone backwards from Italy.
Just a little bobble of the ball, but it's a swift scoop from Helen Nelson and a perfectly executed pass to her left winger. And it's McGee. She fends off the defense. She has the wheels to finish. The ankle tap is no good. It's too little, too late. It's a cracking start.
World Cup match.
No contest.
Wales execute the line out. Crab takes it. And here comes the red machine. The Welsh juggernaut. Scotland have no answer. Captain's bagged it. Alex Kildunne.
Are you okay to keep an eye on the top clock for her? So yeah. Thanks, man.
It's a perfect throw. Crab gets it off the top. She's brought down. The maul is formed. Only 5 meters to go, and they make light work of it as Kildunne adds 5 points to her name. Smile.
Ball's available.
Brebner holding again. Emma Wassell again. What a story if she could cross the white line. They're shuffling out to the left. They've got a queue of blue jerseys. In goes McGee again. Doubles up for the Scots.
Some potent carries from the Scots up the guts, and then the flooding around through the
New advantage.
Joyce slowed it down. Malcolm goes, the captain for the try. Brebner Holden dummying, and she's in. Brebner Holden scores her first test try.
At the scrum, that needs ball needs to come in quicker.
Well worked first phase move. Lisa Thompson, the Welsh think she's going to carry. She does so well, leaves it up for McGee. The absolute threat on the left edge or wherever she is on the park. And we know the Scots, we know they're physical, we know they're direct.
20 seconds.
And Welsh expect that, but Brebner Holden spots a little gap, dives over the line. The Scots.
Nelson, or standing deep. Here's Thompson, flat ball to Rona Lloyd, the stop and go. Introducing the women of the hour. Fran McGee's done them again. Scintillating Scotland. It's a bonus point. It's glorious for the Scots.
Rona Lloyd with a bit of footwork, but magic from McGee.
Mattinson with a bevy of forwards, leaves it to the heavies. Ellis Martin, like a buffalo, carrying to within 3 meters. Mattinson, Gallagher! Resistance.
I think number 3 has just hurt herself.
Slammed over the line by Evie Gallagher.
What a pass from Mattinson. Evie Gallagher, the recipient, spots a gap, dives over.
With a cage rattler of a carry. Mattinson, Nelson going it alone. Sublime footwork from the fly half. Mattinson to Orr, lacerating Wales. Over she goes. We're just going to check.
this is such a confidence booster for this Scottish team as you see Orr twist, turn, fall over the try line. Wassel looks on her teammates celebrating, but they will go into their...
For the driving line-outs, they fancy their chances from this kind of range. Gillian Bogue, Gloucester Hartbury, and Calgary Alberta to feed this line-out. She goes long to the back, well taken. Here's De Goody around the back. Sophie De Goody! Oh, that's pretty good stuff, you've got to say.
I'll tell you what, as soon as she got that ball in her hands, I knew she was going to score, so it's really nicely taken. She's come around the corner. A big gap in the Fiji defence there. Referee initially getting a little caught, but does move out of the way, but you can see the line of running there, and just no one's going to stop her from that far out. So
penalty, tap a go if you like, but no, they like the line-outs. Do Canada. Why not with the tall timber they've got? De Goody again, the target. Arriving as Castle. 48 cap today, the Canada hooker. She's heading towards the try line, and she's over.
That forward pack game as well, nice and strong. And again, Fiji last time were caught out wide off of the line out on the field round, but this time they've just been out-forced, out-muscled, pushed back. It looks almost unopposed when they get in so quickly. Hips nice and square, in tight, getting that going. Nothing Fiji could do there. In the previous one, they'd given away a penalty for coming in at the side of it.
Bogue's looming again. Here's De Goody. Fiji look for the turnover. Told to let go by the referee, but cutting it with a blindside hit was Naihamu. She's into everything as well. And here's a big run from Crossley. Caroline Crossley.
They have done that with 14 players. They played really smart. They took some big hits. That's a good, powerful run to be able to absorb a powerful hit like that and just be able to bounce it off, keep herself really nicely balanced and go for the score there. An important moment, I think, for Canada just to show that they can rally together. And what I love about how they're playing, we've spoken about Fiji, we've spoken about how they love offloading. Well,
they're going to come the near side. Peltier to Tessier, and the offload indoors to Crossley, who's having a whale of a game. Good quick ball for Peltier. De Goody, she's got huge numbers. She finds Corrigan. Alicia Corrigan in the corner.
A solid scrum. There's some nice lines there. Could go out the back. They decide to go to Tessier, who manages to offload. They keep this ball alive. Now Fiji are having to scramble for the defence. Nice flat pass to Goody. Doesn't even think about getting white line fever, and Corrigan doing what Corrigan does best, finishing.
Yeah, it's a try bonus point as well. In the first half, the inside centre. Buetti. That's a cross kick, which has worked out for them. I'm not sure that was the original intention for Rebecca Tolve, but she almost got away there. Fiji. Quick second pass on to the hooker Tawake. Senevutu again. Loose head prop's been lively. Now an opportunity for Josephine Nenmahu. Now Alfreda Fisher, the captain. Here they go, the Fijiana. Oh, it's brilliant. Rossi Lomani.
We want to see it more, and then the recycling of the ball, the moving it out wide, the absolute pace here through the middle, and it's their ability to keep the ball alive. Fisher there really nicely times her pass, so takes a defender with her. Great offload, and imagine that coming on at half-time for Lomani.
Peltier wants it quick, slightly slower ball for O'Donnell this time. Allows Fiji just to reset on defence. Now De Goody. Still numbers on the right-hand side for Canada if they can shift it. Now they do. Tessier, one more pass might do it. And it's Julia Schell, who's all smiles.
Most of the time you will, so it's how you react to that, and they've reacted really well. And actually, even if Shells doesn't score here, Scott Corrigan outside her, so either way they've got numbers, they've worked really hard. And nice for Tessier, she takes a hit for her troubles as well, because she's held it, so that defender is in tight.
Emily Totosi will throw this line out for Canada. And Forteza wins it down to Peltier, to Perry, to Tessier, to Simons, that quintessential swerve of hers, and getting away is Shell, looking for a second try. Shell's in the corner.
Got the numbers, you can see the depth that they have. Canada just, Fiji in defence just turn in. Could have potentially done the 2-on-1 and given it to Apps to show her pace and go into the corner, but Shell decides to go it alone. And if you don't give a 2v1, the rules are you have to score it. So she went and did that.
Well, I remember Maggie Alfonso always saying, your World Cup final in 2014 where you won the World Cup. Perry, Tessier, cut out ball to Corrigan. Corrigan's got Shell, here we go. This is going to be a hat-trick. Well, what a 3 minutes.
Canada there. I really like that they're playing from deep within their half, and it's the pass, that flat, beautiful pass, and then the 2v1 back on the inside as well, and then the pace to go. Corrigan's pointing her way to the try line. Go, score it yourself, you're in. So good pace, good hold of the ball. It's the timing. They've timed their passes so well. They've made sure they've drawn the defence in. To we won.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Super sub, Cat Merchant. Another gilt-edged attacking opportunity for Canada. They've got an advantage here. Peltier got players on the left. Guess who? It's Shell again! That's number 4.
4 tries on my own, but seriously, yeah, whatever energy gel or sweets that she's having at half-time has clearly had their impact. Maybe a half-time espresso, not sure, but great work. And it's that fight to want to get to the line, and I'm a big believer your back three have to be like that. Yes, of course you have to give it.
You could hear the effects through the effects mic, the contact there, and we might go back and look at that, but here come Canada again. It's Corrigan, offloads to Apps, now Seul Manatafa, and now Peltier, and now Shell. Don't say it, she's on 4 tries and she's gonna get 5.
I think just the look of joy as well from the bench, just disbelief, but just so happy for her. And it's the hands here that are really important. They've got some beautiful flat passes. Still work to do, 2 players to beat, and it's actually that hold up and that step back inside. Fantastic.
Penalty advantage here for Canada. Plenty of options too for Canada. They're going to kick pass across field. It's Julia Shell, and she's got 6 tries at a Rugby World Cup.
Out there, but again, it's the decision. So they know that they have the advantage for the knock-on and playing the 9, possibly more, and then it just looks so casual. It looks so easy for that pick-up and then score in the corner. Canada just look.
Hamstring, that's what has kept her out of late with that New Zealand squad, so we hope that's just precaution for her sake. Canada win the line out at the back, and here they come, thundering towards the try line. And there's another one. Who has the score for Canada?
Yeah, and again, we mentioned their versatility in the first half of they can score off of lineouts, absolutely. They've just done a load, scoring out wide, mainly through Shell, but now going back to actually, yeah, our forwards, our pack, this is our bread and butter, this is what we do. So.
Montbégu, the firefighter in Toulouse, looking to get some fire, and one that she doesn't have to bless in this French side. Arbès now getting the runners involved. Joanna Grisé comes off of her wing. Joanna Grisé accelerates into contact and accelerates over the try line. Joanna Grisé opens the scoring for the French here at Sandy Park.
Got down some confidence, look at this. Back door, had another player back door, and that's what creates the overlap. She's worked from the right-hand side, Joanna Grisé, and she absolutely slices through this Italian defence. I love the way players in motion, ball in space. Soon as defence turned us back, Grisé knew right from then, no way she was going to be stopped.
Oh, Joanna Grisé scored a hat-trick against that side of Manchester.
Slow ball for the French. Don't mind it though. They've been fronting up and beating the Italians physically, and then now they have penalty advantage. Less than 2 meters to go for the French. Arbez, Cafoui, and Cafoui's not going to be stopped from there.
Its finest. They just powered through. The pick and go, and the timing when to go wide was brilliant. But the line by Cafoui, there was no doubt where she was going, straight down Main Street, and she puts it down with authority.
Ball has to come. Falraklu. She's got long levers. Not able to get there. Charlotte Escudero, is she going to get it? Yes, she is. Or has she? Yes, she has.
Here's a little chip and chase from Arbez, and then they roll up their sleeves. Well, Raku has been massive, and then there is the power, the absorption, and the try put down by the number 6, Charlotte Escudero.
O'Brien looks to shift for Higgins. Higgins now creating some space as Flood punches into the line. Here's the first touch for Amy Lee Costigan. The flyer on the edge. Amy Lee Costigan opens her account and opens Ireland's account at Rugby World Cup 2025. It's a classic finish from Amy Lee.
Great work in the midfield to really tighten up Japan, and then the space on the outside, the link up between the Olympians, Flood and Amy Lee Costigan still has work to do. Big fend out, gets Ireland onto the scoreboard. Just the timing of that pass, the accuracy out in front to Amy Lee, and then finishes the job.
Jones again finds Monaghan. This time Ireland will drive. Japan did well initially to hold up Ireland's first driving wall. Jones has got it tucked in the back here. Now Hogan comes in just to add a bit of weight, and now they've got go forward here. Higgins comes in, joins as well, as does Costigan. It's still with Neve Jones. Crawling, crashing over. Set piece execution, and Ireland get a second. It's the hooker Neve Jones.
Jones right at the start of it has been excellent with her arrows so far. Just the patience here from Ireland. Not getting much movement going forward, but just buying their time, and then the cavalry comes in. Hogan, Higgins, all add a bit of extra weight, a bit of extra drive, and just composure there from Neve Jones. Waits to see the white line and then dots it down for Ireland. Really, really good, composed and controlled start from Ireland.
See from Dan O'Brien just how well she's kicking, but he also mentioned how crucial the first 15 or 20 minutes are of this match, because it's been such a long build-up. It's all about the confidence and the fact that they've got 2 tries defended so
Hold
well.
it, Jenny, hang on a second, because here comes Bevan Parsons back in green after 2 broken legs and on the score sheet. What a return for Bevan Parsons. Created the space off that brilliant platform, and Irish fans are on their feet. The 2 wingers combine, and Bevan Parsons on the score sheet.
Great set piece, and Higgins there just does enough, and the big show and go from Amy Lee Costigan. And how many times we've seen these 2 link up, coming all the way off her wing to get to her other wing. And Parson, we know she's got pace, but she's also got power to finish. Just there, Costigan slowing up her feet ever so slightly just to draw in that last defender. And look at the determination on her face.
And looking for their first points. Otsuka lost the ball, big and wide for Imakugi towards the line, just dragged down by Flood. Japan come at them again as Ireland regroup. Short and hard. Low drive. Stopped by Jones. On the line. It's there for Japan this time. And it's Haruka Hirotsu. The try they've been working for. The one they've been looking for. Gets the royal seal of approval. And it's Hirotsu who scores.
But it all came from such big momentum from the forward pack. The speed of ball, but the recycling here, Ireland can't organise. And then what a pass here to pick. Cuts out 3 of her forward pack, hits her at 2. And then she's got the power to get over and finish the job.
And now Hogan looking for the inside runner on the angle. It was Flood. Japan read it well. O'Brien again. Higgins has been busy. Goes herself this time, Eve Higgins. slicing through, piercing the Japanese defence, getting the offload away to Fiona Chute. And Ireland are cutting up at Franklin's Gardens.
Just here, so composed, little show and go, puts on the accelerator and Chute right on her shoulder, one-handed offload. Absolutely wonderful try from the girls in green. Ball in two hands, keeps the opposition guessing. Two defenders she sliced through, and then yet again another two defenders in the backfield and gets the offload away.
Low and hard again goes Kitano. She stopped short of the line as well. They'll dig it out once more. Lot of bodies, not a lot of room to try and get this down. It's funneled to the back, and this time they do go over. And it's Masami Kawamura who gets the try. The coaches get the pats on the back, but so does this outstanding loose forward.
All at the heart of it, right from the line out. Initially got such a rumble on here, completely dislodged the Irish pack. And then again, we talked about that momentum and keeping hold of it and building your pressure, building your phases, and great patience here by Japanese players. Taking their time, waiting for their opportunity, denied and denied, but there.
And Matsumura clings on, up to the 5-metre line, quick pick, numbers, intercept Higgins, and away goes Eve Higgins. Is she going to go coast to coast, looking for a speed so she won't need them, Eve Higgins? So often the unsung hero of the Irish side.
This was such brilliant play from Japan, the build-up, the break on the outside, the continuity, the soft hands. But here, just one pass too many. Ireland really struggling to get back, and it's a do-or-die moment. And Higgins just picks it off, the big fend. And the gas to finish. How good has she been in this game already? The smile comes out when she sees herself in the clip.
Was just able to check that screen, the giant screen, to see how... Looking for the protection and support. It comes from Perry Pick and Go. Ireland piling in. Now is Hogan. There is plenty of her. She's been everywhere. Brittany Hogan. Now they look to release onto the field, and over the whitewash is Enya Breen for Ireland.
Hogan again. How often she's getting them on the front foot, and then the great flash pass across 4 different players, and Enya Green just holds her feet, takes it so well. How good.
To feed it just inside the Brazilian 22. Shove comes on, Elle's got it tucked in the back, and they'll earn a penalty advantage here. Elle comes away with it. Janse van Rensburg left to Babina. Here goes Azeze Elle, and then on the inside ball for Nadine Roos to open the account of South Africa at Rugby World Cup 2025. Nadine Roos, the little rocket, goes in under the posts.
Yeah, she's such a pocket rocket, isn't she? Wasn't that tidy to begin with, but stay composed, and Elle through the middle, looking for the offload, and Ruiz gets them off to a great start. Isn't she? Wasn't that tidy to begin with, but stay composed, and Elle through the middle, looking for the offload, and Ruiz gets them off to a great start.
But Brazil have done well just to send South Africa backwards. Now they rumble forward, the team in green. Both teams in their traditional colours. Have to use it, does Azeze Elle. Oh, she's such a powerhouse, this big number 8. Elle wrestling to the ground and over. Just always stays in the fight, Azeze Elle.
She never gives up. Can hear the referee calling it. Breaks away. Nobody else has reacted. Brazil trying to do all they can. There's 4 players trying to bring her down, trying to stop her, but the leg drive keeps going, keeps driving. She was one of the biggest, just containing South Africa, pick after pick, pass after pass, carry after carry. But you often see this when the lugs start burning and the legs start burning, and we're off.
Quick tap, oh, Azeze Elle just bodies over the ball. Cannot stop that. That is wrecking ball material from the number 8, Azeze Elle, for South Africa.
I wonder how many times they practiced that as well, but you just can't sit back and let Aseza Hele run at you. She is so strong and so powerful. She's like an absolute wrecking ball. They've definitely been practicing that. Maybe at the same time they did the hair.
They must have known what we did about it. Kokan will clear. It won't go into touch. It'll go down the throat of Dolph again, so South Africa will have one more chance to run it back, weaving her way through. Roos for Janse van Rensburg, now over the top for Salonsi. Malinga's got space. She should have the pace on Kokan. She does. Ayanda Malinga. Rangy runner on the edge for South Africa, and Ayanda Malinga swamped in scoring.
Does enough, and now opportunities. Nice distribution, little over the top, and gives the ball to Malinga nice and early, gives her the space and the pace to be able to get round. Thank you. And look at this, absolutely swamped by her team. Not even getting out of second gear.
To Plioshte. The two prop forwards coming together. Kokan rolling a little kick in behind as the chase comes across. It's fielded by Dolph, who then evades Camelia Carvalho, and here's trouble because here's Nadine Royce in broken field, and she has got speed to burn and all the skill to go with it. Chip over the top, the bouncer set up for Dolph. She's got LA on for a hat-trick here. It is a worldie from South Africa. Azeza Hele.
But brilliant bit of magic from Ruiz. Just looks up, sizes up her opposition, big step. And then look at the flood support, green shirts everywhere. Pretty sure Dolph could have run this one in, but offloads to the great support from Ele.
Boy again. And now Webu, who is just another of these wrecking ball players in the South African lineup. Janse van Rensburg, now it opens up for her. They were patient and persevered and punishing in the end.
South Africa to go through the phases, but this carry here pulls in 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. Now they're shortened up, they're trying to race around the corner, and then look at the space, just completely open up. Kokan, nothing she can do there. Players on her outside as well.
Oh, she was allowed to have another go at it. Natisha Silva. So now Brazil have to defend, and all these fresh legs have come in to be full of running. Here goes Liam Pooper, and then ball back in field for Libby Janse van Rensburg, and she's going to get a double as South Africa's fly half.
Better go forward. Tougher Brazil there, thought they got the turnover, but here just the ejection of pace, the support on the inside and outside. And Libby van Rensburg finishes the try. Look at that offload, just steps back inside, scanning left and right. Look at the determination to get through. And
South Africa, it's tucked in the back with Miku Gunter. Now it goes to ground, so they'll have to clear it away. And that's exactly what Tose does to Abiwe Mwevu, who has done a power of work in the heart of the South African team and gets the reward.
And finally gets herself over on the try line. Just comes in really tight, drops her body height and goes over. Just the leg drive, the extra push there to get herself propelled.
It has been a day full of colour and atmosphere, that is for sure. South Africa have just kept coming, but Brazil have kept fighting. Now through the hands, Malinga again. A little in and away, and Ayanda Malinga will get her second of the match, finishing off in the corner.
Just here, the simple things done really well. Little square up, simple from Dolph there. Gives Malinga nice and early time because she knows that Silva's got plenty of pace. And she is some athlete, Malinga. Almost too quick for herself there.
Just goes to show, doesn't it, the experience she's built on the HSBC 7 Series, but also playing in Japan, playing in the United States, taking, as she says, Brazilian rugby to the world, and she's grown as a player, but that one overthrown. And all the work that Bianca Silva does on defence can't stop that one. Narata Makua.
Strong, ready, alert at the back here. Such a shame the timing's so off, but the reaction is absolutely outstanding. And
into the Spanish 22. Brazier, nice quick hands. Ellie Kildunne to Duplessis. Good tackle on her again. Had to be made or she was Gonski's. Here's Brazier to Renee Holmes again. Now Georgia Miller, look at the feet from the 7-star. Georgia Miller, oh, there you go. That is Georgia Miller.
Yeah, you can see it as soon as Miller gets this ball, she just decides, I'm going to look like I'm going to pass it, but actually I've got no interest. Beats 2 defenders, and it looks so easy for her. She's so balanced, the footwork. That's the dummy there, that step inside. Really lovely footwork and great individual finish.
It's there for Hohaya. Brazier. Alana Bremner. Duplessis over the top to Braxton Sorensen-McGee. Sorensen-McGee to Georgia Miller. And she's in again. 2 tries in a few minutes for Georgia Miller.
Yeah, really lovely, well-worked try here. Spain get themselves far too narrow in that defence, and they have the overlap. It was a simple 2v1 pass. And Miller there just, maybe she's got her eye on what Shell did yesterday, getting 6 tries for Canada. Maybe she's got that lined up for herself, but really nice. Again, just a good...
Gets up, goes again, shoved ahead by Letta Inga. Still alive here for Amy Rule. Tight hip prop almost over. They pick up, they drive, they go again. That was Saeed, almost there. Long pass to Liana. Mikaele.
As well, it's all in tight, but that line there, that out to in line was...
Really good run from the blind side. Olsen Baker picks and drives the legs. They got a penalty advantage here, New Zealand. Poldy Lane to Green, to Brazier, to Demant. Renee Holmes gets away from one. Lettinga, and New Zealand will score. And that is the try bonus point for the Black Ferns.
Yeah, you could feel that come in, but they definitely have had a change in the way that they're playing. At one point, the New Zealand side were all within the inside of the 15 metres either side. They were playing that tight play. They were forcing Spain to come in. And eventually, once they either side, they were playing that tight play. They were forcing Spain to come in. And eventually, once they'd managed to bring all those defence in, they were able to move it out wide to their danger players. So really smart from New Zealand, but a definite shift from the first half where they kept their width the whole time. So there's the, from Holmes, the fight out of the tackle, and then it's just that simple 2v1. Leslie Ayinga there.
Rugby circles, finds Bayfield. Good line-out win from the Army captain. Ponsonby has it at the back, and that big white blanket is charging forward. They've really got a rumble on here. Ponsonby will put it down, and there's number 5 for the Black Ferns.
New Zealand, I think this half with a different energy and lovely executed line-out. They move it very quickly, the ball to the back. Ponsonby, no doubt in her mind where this is going. They've still got 8 metres or so to go, so the leg drive and the teamwork to get in there. Spain desperately going, but as you said, best time to peel is as it's going back. Peel.
5 metres out, so she might well get the opportunity.
I could see why, though, because they were so flat. You could look up and think they were a defensive line.
Poldy Lane goes the blind side, lets it in, looking for a second try, still driving. And the try is awarded.
Off the scrum, they decide they're going to pick and go to the left. So there's the handoff. And then she's getting tackled by 2 players. Managed to keep the ball composed in one hand to get the score. Definitely still works. So defence clinging on. That's a good shot, upper body as well, but manages to get that ball down securely.
Brazier, Chelsea Bremner, Demant. Holmes, really good feet from the fullback. Shows it, goes it, and then gives it to Portia Woodman-Wycliffe. Portia.
Noise go for everybody just cheering her on, and it's Holmes does incredibly well, the footwork, the dummy and go and carry, and then great line here from Portia Woodman-Wycliffe. She didn't just stay wide, she ran that switch play in, took advantage of the drifting.
Really good hands from Kildunne. That was high over her head, the tight head. Great skill. Veliko picks and goes. New Zealand playing with just 13 players on the field, remember. And coming at pace is Teresa Setefano. The big heavies up front.
That's the key thing from this, to have the confidence to go for it, and then the forwards doing the hard work.
But they will get another shot.
Oh, I'd have loved it when they had their advantage, though, to Claudia Perez was on the left-hand side. No one marking her. I would have loved to see him give a shot.
Let's go, please.
Alba Capel, sail shark, taps and goes. They pick and drive once more. They've got it. They've got the try. Vamos. Vamos, Las Leonas.
Well, they've travelled from far and wide, these Spanish fans, and they've finally been rewarded. Try time for Las Leonas.
Penalty at worst here for Canada. Tessier had to go it alone with Welsh women flying through her crosshairs. Justine Pelletier, Sophie de Goody, McKinley Hunt takes it on, driving for the line and over. For phase after punishing phase, the Welsh dam stood unbreached. Pelletier once more, Bukaboom the record equaler, and McKinley Hunt the try scorer. Pelletier off that lightning quick ball, challenging the fringe defence. Sent, shipping it on to Crosley. Perry, Corrigan off her wing. That is Canadian artistry.
Advantage.
Penalty advantage if required. McKinley Hunt barreling onwards. Another punishing charge. Bukaboom gets to within a metre. Pacal waits. Hunt has a shot. Hunt scores. Defeat today does consign Wales to an early trip home. Oh, lovely hands. Hogan Rochester taking on. Oh, what about this from Rochester? Taking on all comers. A sparkling run from Asia Hogan Rochester. Menin, helped out by the new woman Forteza, fresh off the bench. Castle, her first touch. Crosley digs it out. Crosley shunting. Pelletier thought her pass was impeded. It's not going to matter. Because within 5 metres, still moving forwards. If they can ground this, it'll be remarkable. Just not quite. This time though, Brittany Castle scores.
And here we go with our first attacking opportunity for Fiji.
Well, Whitty doesn't hit touch. And knocked on in the air by Fiji. So Scotland through Leah Bartlett, and Gallagher look to put some air on this. McLaughlin feeding it out to McGee, kicking it into acres of space for the marauding Francesca McGee. She's not going to do it again, is she? One touch on the instep, second touch to finish. An enticing opportunity for Scotland to bag a second. Gallagher, Brevner holding around the dummy line, Nelson to Lloyd. You know, she managed to pass that, there was an overlap, there still is. Kinita, Dauni Moala, long legs, carrying her away. Nanya Dauni Moala. Bonner gets through with a big hand, but Fiji still have it. Coates, Kinita, Selibuto, Lorraine Selibuto! And just blasted off her feet again. Gallagher caught by Dita Butu, but there's a chance for Scotland. Thompson straightens up on the inside to Lloyd. Lloyd's got wheels. too much gas. And this time it's Scotland who prevail from the chaos, from the rugby anarchy in the middle of the pitch. Ginita with a missed pass. Lehamu sliding away from Thompson. Great pass. Dundita Vutu. There's your Fijian flair again. Railuma with a dummy. Looking for options. Caught. Oh, what a pass. Komai ties in. It doesn't get much better. She thinks it was high from Tawake. It was. Wassell goes on. They're queuing up to the left. McGee's waiting. Rowley, she smashed, but she gets the pass away. And Francesca McGee does the rest. There was a series of car crashes. And then Nailolo slashing the kick downfield. Not much of a chase from Fiji thus far. And Nelson with a lot of ground to cover here. Lloyd and Orr taking on Downey Moana, getting around the flanker. Too quick for Kinita. Senivutu, the prop, did so well, but she was always the outsider. And there's daylight opening between these teams now. Marawa waits. Fiji working so hard, right to the last. It's a messy old breakdown. Half the players are in there. Coates. Nice Sewa, she's there.
And now it's laid back for Lucy Packer, starting in the 9 jersey today. Now the hole opens up for Meg Jones. Meg stepping and weaving. Jones it is. It's cribbing on an angle, and they've got a penalty advantage here, having an away. It comes for Lucy Packer. And now with Shekels looking for Jess Breach on the edge, sitting on 49 tries. And here's the half century. What a strike rate she has. Jess Breach in the opening 15 minutes, tipped on softly to Fionati, just short. Now pick and go again. Samoa get low, and England this time have just got it down to Clifford. And away they come again. They so quickly get into their work, and Jones is pulling the strings. Meg Jones goes herself sliding over for a second. Up a little side. Off here, a little bit of a juggle. They're going to have to try and dig it out, but England have just walked right over the top. Fionati's got it under control, and scores it. Well, she is a daughter of Samoa, but also England through and through, scoring against a team of her heritage. Maddie Fionati, what control at the back from the number 8.
Yeah, it's a huge strong from England. All 8 working together in sync. Recognised the opportunity, got the secondary drive, but also that control, that vision to keep your eye on that ball is not an easy skill to do. And what a moment for her. As you said, father played for Samoa in the number 8 jersey as well.
At the back, funnel to the back, first real hard driving maul we've seen from line out for England. Atkin Davis has a nose for the try line, and over she goes. Samoa just about got it underneath it. England held up over the line, just have to squeeze it back. Atkin Davis going, buries the head. Packer reaches and stretches and scores. Lucy Packer, great heads up from the halfback. First real possession they've had in the second half, and away it comes once more for the forwards to inch towards the line again. England will keep it tight.
Hands up.
As Packer looks to release, and it's Clifford who comes around the corner. Over the 22 they go. And England's Sarah Byrne, who always carries with intent. Whipped away, Rowland, and now Clifford. Tipped on, lovely hands, and then Breach, we usually see her wide. Just throws herself at the Samoan defence. Now Packer. Vatau brings her down in a good tackle with a Tony around the ankles. They're just lining up the England forwards. England's handling slick for Maloney. McDonald on the edge, looking for the ball back in field for Singh again, who absorbs massive contact. And now out it comes for her. She has to go to number 8. Down a big blindside. Maddie Fionati goes close. Now Hunt just pops it up for Marley Packer. And over goes the captain. It's from Eva. Still there for England though. Harrison, lovely hands with the skidding ball. Muir now Singh, quick hands for Breach. Going to back her pace on the outside. Little bit of footwork for Jess Breach. Perhaps do fancy another. They have got numbers to burn, lining up one after the other, and Claudia Maloney McDonald keeps her feet, stumbles to the line.
10 phases now for the Wallaroos. Here's Naden. They got a free hit here, Australia. Looking for the opening points of this crucial match. They swing it left. They might be in business. It's Desiree Miller. They are in business. Bargel to Rachel Johnson. Penalty advantage USA. Free hit. But can they get over the line? They're almost there. Big moment of the match this. They drive, another penalty advantage, but they won't need it. They get the try. Sam Wood goes in. Now they play. Smith out the back. Moleka. Hulse. Caitlin Hulse. Are you entertained, Australian rugby fans? The Wallaroos get their second try of the match, and they're getting ever closer. They're going to back their power game, the Eagles. Hope Rogers puts the head down. Rogers just short. Sangapolu now. She's over the line, and she scores. The big tight head. Safulu brings it down, and USA drive forward once more. The power game from the Eagles coming to the fore. They're closer. They're over the line again. That looks good. And Sarah Cox awards it. For the first time in the match, trail the USA. They get their line-out drive moving. Can they give the Eagles a dose of their own medicine? They have to play out the back. Moleka, Hulse, Miller, one-on-one. Desiree Miller. Desi's got a double. Tuina Kalvandra, 10 metres out the Wallaroos. Looking for their fourth try here. Leading by 2, lovely quick hands from Smith. Hulse with a dummy, and Hulse with another try. They play Samoa in the final round. Massive moment this for USA Women's Rugby. They drive off the line out. Making the tackle was Amosa for Australia. And they get the try, the USA. Extraordinary work rate from the 32-year-old. Brody. Gerald Searcy is under the bar. Erica Gerald Searcy has put the USA back in front and kept their quarter-final hopes alive.
I'll tell you what, that is such a smart play there as well, to just go quickly and pick off that ruck. I think Australia...
Fredericks goes in to help out. Now Pomare.
Onside.
6 minutes 20 to go. Australia down by 5. They pick and they go and they score again. It's Eva Kapani.
And now the tight forwards go to work. Eleanor Perry. Scuffle McKay picking out her runners. Monaghan, the numbers, and it's O'Brien. They had space, pace, numbers to burn. And it's Dana O'Brien who's kicked them into position and scores the try. Now Scuffle McCabe has to bring it away for Higgins. Eve Higgins working in tight. Oh, great clear out from Dalton, giving them wonderful quick ball to work with. Flood punching into the line. Costigan on the end of the chain. And Amy Lee Costigan goes in for Ireland second.
It's such a well-worked try. So patient in the driving ball, listening to the referee.
And somewhere in there's a rugby ball. There it is, low and hard again. Spain now they release. Perez, they've got numbers wide and they get it into the hands of Claudia Perez on the edge. Spain, a lot of movement in that line out. It's there for Ana Peralta. Trying to drag her forward pack with her. Marietta Rahman in the back with the 2 on the jersey. It's under the left arm. She's close. She's going to go over. Bodies underneath, no down. She stayed in the fight, did Marietta Rahman. Forwards line up. It's Hogan again. Buries the head. Burrows low. Once more they come and they come again. Written back is Tute. Quick ball again. Corey Fallon. Spain. Regroup once more. Now Eve Higgins. Hard to stop from there. You can't stop Eve Higgins from there. Clattering over and under the posts to put Ireland back in front. And it'll have to come back once more. Spanish players sucked in. O'Brien as they look for the numbers here. Flood ball over the top for Anna McGann on the edge. Ireland do regroup, recalibrate, and it's scored on the outside by Anna McGann. Ireland come back around the corner, lining up on that whitewash. Pinheiro has it. And now Fernandez de Corres releases for Perez. Peña's hands are gone and the try is scored. She is a superstar rising, Claudia Peña.
She's got no one there with her. Gives Ireland a chance now.
To the middle they go. And Fiona Tute peeling away clear bowls on the angled run more. And she's got all the speed that she needs, that close to the line. Hit it at pace, brushed off defenders. And Grace Moore grabs another back for Ireland.
Yeah, plenty of experience and at quite a critical moment.
Critical moment here for Ireland. They peel away for Hogan, has a double grab at it. And that just allowed Spain to stop the momentum of Britt Hogan. And now Maloney McDonald. Peralta all over that one, has to clear it away though. And now they find Grace Moore a second in quick succession for the number 8.
Don't take the ball away, please.
Rolls forward and now Maria de Andreas, a pile of bodies. Referee having a look, can't see anything. It'll come back for Spain again.
Hands up, Green, hands up.
Ireland have defended well at times in this area in the second half already, and it's held up. In fact, referee, and now Breen, a little pump. She's a really strong fly half in your Breen. Big solid body to try and move. Again, Lane once more finds a runner and they've dragged another penalty advantage. Lane looking to release McGann. Oh, real quality from Ireland. Patience rewarded, perseverance rewarded, and Anna McGann gets a second. Christina Blanco to hit the mark, or they go trick play. Blanco for the corner. Blanco over. They do get their 5th try. Rich reward for Las Leonas late in this game.
Furuta to Kui, to Kuge. And they've got another penalty advantage to Japan, and so could not have asked for a better start in the sunshine. Bouncing ball, but there's space on the outside for the Japanese. Are they going to be the first to strike in this mammoth catch? Yes, they are! Sakuraku Hatara. Strike for Japan, and a dream start for the Sakura 15.
Well, Variety loves it, and Sandy Park loves it. And what a moment for Hatara. Absolutely loves it. What a time to score your first Rugby World Cup try. They had numbers on the outside. The ball wasn't crisp, but it doesn't matter. Just get it to the edge. And you, as a winger, what's your job? Go score some points.
meters carried, 200 meters in her carries last weekend. Sai. Now they're trying to get it into those quicker runners on the outside, and this is the danger woman. This is Portia Woodman-Wycliffe. Portia Woodman-Wycliffe is not going to be stopped, and Portia Woodman-Wycliffe is in. That is try number 50, and with it, history written.
Ponsonby want to get it right this time.
Ponsonby gets up to Bremner, off the top to Pori Lane, and now Stacey Waka, who comes into that second position, and there she is, Georgia Miller. She had a screamer in the first 40, uses her arms, uses her feet, waves the wands. And it's taken 50 minutes, but Georgia Miller. Trouble there, Stacey Waka eventually reset from the Black Ferns come. Pori Lane comes to Kaluni Vale, who sends the back ball to Demant, and then Stacey Waka again sends it off to Caitlin Vahakolo. And Caitlin Vahakolo does what she does, standing strong again. Roos keeping it tight with these little pickups around the edges, and now they start to set numbers onto the left-hand side, and she's come around the corner. She was denied once, but will not be denied again. Vale, that's all gone backwards. Demand this time to Stacey Waka, who loves to use a bit of footwork. That's Stacey Waka. She's so good. Unable to escape the hands of three defenders. Pori Lane just draws an extra defender. Kaluni Vale taken, and then the pickup from Kennedy Tukuafo, and Kennedy Tukuafo in her first match at this Women's Rugby World Cup straightens and gets us. And that's a huge collision in the middle. Tukuafu on the offload to Sai. Layla Sai still fighting in contact.
Yeah, so you play advantage.
Now the ball comes up for Pori Lane, looks to go herself, gets the dart, and she's over. Keeping it tight around those fringes on the Japanese at the moment. The pickup. Not making any meters as of yet. Now a couple of extra runners in that. Mutsukui's itching, and Mutsukui's going. Set! Joseph with the feed, but the scrum not going anywhere, and they go one way and change direction, and the switch run from Renee Holmes doesn't dummy enough, and Braxton Sorensen-McGee's going to go in for her second. Play for the Japanese. That's the excitement they were looking for. The peel-off is good. Looks like they've just gone short. Now looking to try and get ball out. Short again is the call. Couple more inches in it. Has been held up. Laura Bayfield. Day is done in the black jersey. Georgia Miller taking it all upon herself, made the tackle, making the steal, and now scoring the try. Flick on the outside to Stacey Waka. Quieter second half for Stacey Waka, but not a quiet second half for the 18-year-old Braxton Sorensen-McGee. She's still on her feet, is Sorensen-McGee, and she's lining up for the hat-trick. She gets the hat-trick. Sorensen-McGee. Joseph again. Waka in at the first receiver, and that's all gone backwards, and Braxton Sorensen-McGee's already scored a hat-trick. This time offloads to Portia Woodman-Wycliffe. She had one in the first half, has support on the inside. Renee Holmes. The 1, 2, 3 between the back three. All linking up, and Renee Holmes goes in for the 10th try.
We'll feed the scrum, in at scrum half for Ruas, and here's the power from the Springbok women. They got a penalty advantage, but Helle's away already. Aseza Ellie scores for South Africa, and we're barely a minute through.
absolute dream start for South Africa. Excellent scrum. They were playing with the advantage as well, so they knew whatever happened. And LA, look, the speed at which she reacts to that ball coming out of the scrum to pick up such a powerhouse runner as well. Great acceleration off it here. Nothing stopping her at all. You can see her eyes just on that try line the whole time.
Thank you.
That's her fourth of the tournament. Look at them on the sideline. A dream start for South Africa. By Handredolf with the kicking responsibilities. She's hit it pretty well. Just misses though. Remains 5 points to 0 to South Africa.
Well, South Africa showing their intent early on in this match, and I tell you, it's not just the South African crowd who are making all the noise, but it's their bench as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they played each other at WXV2 down in Cape Town last year. South Africa actually led that game into the final quarter, ended up losing it by 4, but it was a tight run thing. What a start from them here. Once they get their tails up, playing with confidence, they can be very difficult to stop. Toze's going to box kick. They don't do a lot of that. Janse van Rensburg with a beautiful dummy. She's got options left and right. Inside to Nadine Roos. And that is a quite lovely try from the Springbok women. They lead at 10 points to 0.
That's the one that's really going to frustrate Italy, because they weren't kicking it out of their 22. They decided to run it out, but then South Africa just so quickly reacts. So there's the dummy and go through. And Rez is the one on the inside there to get it. But here it's that dummy pump and go, and Italy going to be so upset by that one. But simple pass, 2v1. Greatly finished off there.
Well, head coach enjoyed that one. And why not? Looking for the big forwards to make the difference here in this situation. Giordano, the captain. She's shoved back in her own direction. Now an opportunity. Overlap right. If they can shift it. And they're over. Ostuni Minuzzi with the score. And finally, Italy pick up their first points at this Rugby World Cup. And there's the second shove now. Aseza Ele, Janse van Rensburg, inside ball to Nadine Roos. A beautiful line. Now it's Malinga. Malinga's so fast. And that's 3 for South Africa. Perfection off the set. So it's just a rush of blood to give away that penalty. But here come Italy now. They dearly love to score in the closing stages of this first half. Nice pass from Stefan to Turani, and they're going to get a try here. 71 metres and just 3 carries, more than any other player. I mean, outside backs do often lead the metres made department, but they're going to work the short side here, Italy, and they're in. That's brilliant off the line out. And we are level in York. Scorbini with the score. Right by the upright. I think it's Kachulwa as she got there. Still alive for South Africa. There's the ball, and there's the try. Coming around the corner is Ranuccini. They're edging ever closer, Italy. And they reach out, and they score. Who are looking for the close quarter try. There's the ball. They drive forward. And there's the try.
Advantage standing up.
Held at the back by Marie Morland. Gets the flick away to Chambon, back onto the inside, and offload sticking for the French. Gabi Vernier, the MasterCard player of the match, but they've got so much space on the outside. Emily Boulard is going to straighten. Emily Boulard is back, and she's scoring tries. So had to let go was Graf. Now it's free ball, and Lina Keroy is chasing on the inside, and Serafino Kemba, the hybrid player, pops back onto the inside, and it's a dream international debut Finds one in Graf. Emily Boulard. Emily Boulard sizing up her options. Emily Boulard on skates now. Emily Boulard gets the offload to Kelly Arbey, and Kelly Arbey has to stay on her feet, and then she gets the offload away to the most capped French international. She's back, Emily Boulard.
Sit!
For next week's match against the Springbok women. Oh, there's a good shove on coming from the Brazilians, but it's just turned, which has opened some space for Bourdon Saint-Just to kick a stab through for Kelly Arbey, and Kelly Arbey clocks 31 kilometers per hour in open space, but she's going to add another try. Jérôme. Bourdon Saint-Just and the quick hands. There's space on the outside. Lina Keroa this time cutting back onto the inside, potentially just overplaying, but the straightening from Anaëlle Day. She's done so much work from both of these sides. Conde Keroa picking up around the bootlaces, and Pauline Bourdon Saint-Just on the wraparound, creating those extra numbers. Emily Boulard pins the ears back. The chicken wing back onto the inside to her captain, Marine Ménager. And Marine Ménager adds her name to the long list of try scorers today.
Oh, it's French poetry in motion at the moment. It's just nice to watch. What I like watching is ball into space, players in motion. Giving the ball pre-contact before the line. Sun Tzu gave a shocking pass to Kiwa, who does well. And then Sun Tzu does the hard work, wraps around. She's got it easily gone herself, decides to give it to Boulan, who backed herself. And then there, looks for the angle, sees her skipper, left-hand fend. Doesn't get much better than that.
To sell out here today at Sandy Park, and this is the French flair that people have turned up for. They had the Black Ferns first, but this is the je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Adding the cherry on top.
Going into the shade. Sit!
Keroa, Boulard, right behind each other, so two options to play with, but keeping it at the back by Marie Morland. She was denied her second, just short. Bourdon Saint-Just, Conde, Keroa, and it is all firing on all cylinders for the French. Serafino Kemba does well to realize that there's a loose ball that she can pick up. Bernadou.
Tackle off whites.
Having to make a lot of tackles at the moment are Brazil. Serafino Kemba on the outside, uses her feet, steps into space, and Serafino Kemba scores the 8th for France. Missed the kick, but does regather, flicks it back. And some fancy work by Pauline Bourdon Saint-Just, showing off all the skills in her toolbox. There are so many numbers for the French, and Marine Ménager is going to get over, and she's got her second for the day. But Bourdon Saint-Just does not wait for anyone. They're lining up again, are the French. Bourdon Saint-Just, and now through the hands to Keroa, and Seraphine Okemba is going to use her strength and her length to get over and get her 6th silver, and that's been ripped. So opportunity for Taina Maka to put her name on the score sheet. Saint-Just, this flick on is good, and Emily Boulard is going to go over, and Emily Boulard gets a 2nd for the day. Bourdon Saint-Just. Rose Bernadou's also been busy today. Serafina Kemba. Vernier through the hands, and Nasira Conde was one of 2 backline players that hadn't scored, and now she gets hers. Starting to find moments of improvement, moments where they are showing the heart and the fight that only the South American team has shown across this World Cup. Oh, that's a brilliant dummy by Bianca Silva, and hear the crowd roar because Bianca Silva has boots and gas, and she will become the first try scorer for Brazil at a Women's Rugby World Cup.
Now you can't tell me that doesn't mean something. Not only to this Brazilian team. Oh yeah, all the love going out.
Has that been stolen? Has been stolen, so France have ball in hand again, and that's a brilliant line run by Lina Tui. Lina Tui also gets on the scoreboard for the French, and that's try. On the inside, good from the French attack. Ellie Kildunne almost leaving that one behind, flicks it up. All still backwards for France. Now they look to exploit some space. Nasira Konde back onto the inside. Kelly Arbey with the support line of dreams. And Kelly Arbey gets try 14 for France.
She's been heavily involved today, Arbey. She's done a lot of work. A lot of the work that is the heavy lifting, keeping ball and playing, being set up. She's come off her wing. She's given it to the outsides, but it's been a real feature as their support play today for this French outfit.
She's topped the carry stats in the back line. She's actually training in real estate back home in France, and she's been desperate to buy a bit more property over that try line, so she'll be happy now that she's got her second, I think.
Strong runners
that the Canadians have. Pick up and go. De Goody stopped short. Go again, this time trying to get players underneath it.
Always lifted and out.
Just played to the back, and they're keeping it tight now, all the Canadians. Another pick and go, and that's over.
It was a good move from the line, and you can see the way Bookroom just comes off the back. Hogan Rochester was the setup player, and from there, I love the way the Canadians just rolled up their muscles, flexed, and there was no way, even though they tried to defend their line, the Canadian raw power just gets it over right there.
The defense of the Canadians have stood strong so far. Wassel. Brebna Holden. Wills, who's come onto the park and got out of the line to Julia Shaw, but they still have ball in hand, and they've got space on the outside. And who's it going to be? Rhoda Lloyd. They were able to maneuver the defense.
Here we go here. They roll around the corner. Nice hit up by Wassel. Brebna's pointing right there. Here we go. This one, difficult to take. Takes it, gives it out. And there's the numbers, 2-on-1. And then Rhoda Lloyd gets it in the corner. Slick continuity, slick micro skills, and that's a slick put down.
Yeah, Rhoda Lloyd, she made 11 carries in the last match.
Seems to launch from, or do they give it straight out?
Now they'll give them confidence for the latter stages of this first half if they can score some more points, the Canadians. They've been under the pump from the Scottish, have stood up strong, but look at that work. Kampakan at the back, and penalty try.
Oh, look at this. Right, they hold, and there, you can see they get ascendancy on their far side, they go straight through. There's nothing that can Scottish front seven could do about it. Absolutely get disintegrated. Look at that. That's a great picture of it. The power of the Canadian forwards get that try.
Stable, Tessier finds her centre partner, Flo Simon. She's met heavily in the contact by Brebna Holden.
Timing's okay here.
Have to hold off, and McGee just picking her moment. Bookaboo. The pick is good from Sophie De Goody. The offload is even better from Sophie De Goody to Tosi with the stretch.
Down in place.
And they've gone back to back within 4 minutes. Have Canada. And starting to put a shift on against the Scottish now.
Oh, the engine room though. What's the key to this build-up for Canada? The scrum was stable, so they get it out wide. To Florence Simons, who's so dangerous on the edge. But then after this setup, look at the work from Sophie De Goody. She'll come in, have a fantastic run. Bookaboo as well. See, there's the offload. There's the 2 second rowers. And from there, they pass it out to the hooker to Tosi. 5-4-2. Outstanding. There's Bookaboo. There's the release. There's Sophie De Goody. There's the offload, and there's the finish.
Now they talk about
the strike power in the back, but the strike power from the forwards, and Sophie de Goody that time just shaving it off the right upright.
That one got as loud a cheer as anything else here this afternoon because, of course, Emily Tatosi plays her club rugby for the Exeter Chiefs. She's got a background in basketball, and that was definitely a slam dunk as she reached over the line.
There's the animation from coach. Now he knows we're rolling.
And Canada leading 9. Petier versus Nelson. Nelson winning that one. Thompson, short offload to Wassel.
Go in.
Evie Gallagher on the shoreline. Evie Gallagher is going to get going. Evie Gallagher got a yellow card, but Evie Gallagher's got to try too.
Beautiful hole. This will be a nice look at it. Look at that. Steps off the left, goes through. Then from there, there's clear space in front of her, and she gets it down. Scotland have the first reply in the second after determination. No one was stopping Evie Gallagher from there.
You can have a meter in field if you want. Are you okay there? Yeah, to me. Yeah.
Canada 5 meters out. No contest. Sack is all good. So Rachel Malcolm doing well at the bottom to sack that. Realizing the danger. Tatosi.
Look at her able to reset, and it's just one missed tackle on the rock area right next to the ruck. Oh, it doesn't get down. Looks like a tired tackle, and the power of Emily Tatosi. Look at this. Great body position. Keep the legs driving and get over. What a pivotal moment in this game.
It's your own play, it's over it. Hold up, hands up.
She's off the line. Trying to get some positive meters. Has it over?
You pay for opportunities you miss. They just march down the field very professionally. And then when they get into a scoring position, when they need a change of momentum, they go to their bigs. They go to their power. And look at that. Nothing more powerful. The leg drive, the determination, the put down. From
involved. Emma Orr. The jump and the highline press of the Canadians really getting into the faces and ridding the Scots of time. And Francesca McGee has found a gap. Francesca McGee is going to get around Alex Tessier. Francesca McGee is going to equalise.
On the result of this match, look at the way she comes in, middle of the pitch, uses her speed. She was involved a number of times in the build-up.
Emily Tatosi getting the recognition she deserves it for all of her work. That was a Scotland ball and it's been intercepted by Canada, so they want to finish with the flurry here at Sandy Park in Exeter. Less than a meter away is the stretch. The stretch is good.
Contributor as well. The Canadian bench goes very deep. Remember, that was a Scottish throw into that line out. Bo sets it up brilliant. And again, it's the offloads, which is a real undercurrent. Well, this Canadian alpha is a real underrated skill, and there's the put down.
Yeah, for me, the best rugby decision was it's not.
Had to be made. Ball's gone forward. Alona Ma has it, and she gets the little offload out the back, and this might work out for the Eagles. Here's Frida Tafuna. Tafuna heading towards the try line. Tafuna will score for the USA Eagles.
Tries those strength ones, but the reactions here, it's Alona Ma gets a one-hand offload away, and then it's really good hands. There's numbers outside. She's having a scan, decides she doesn't need it, goes herself. I mean, fantastic pace there to finish that one off.
Well, 2 tries last week, 1 today. Frida Tafuna came in as a replacement for Georgie Perez-Redding, who was going through concussion protocols last week, and more than made them. As the USA look for their second try of the match. Schrader, all 80 minutes out there in round 2 last week against Australia. Here's Hope Rogers. Brilliant play off the line-out.
But this is a beautifully well-worked line-out. You can see they've split the line-out. They've gone front and back. They've left a gap through the middle, so that pass back in to Hope Rogers really good, strong run still from her, but the gap.
Looking for their third here. Inside ball might do it. They lay it back nicely. Quick reload for Bargel. Zachary now. 1 metre out. Rogers arrives and she's over again. Hope Rogers.
From what they had, so they played out in the back. They were playing with another advantage because Pony Lane for Samoa had not rolled away, so they had the advantage. They could move it. They didn't go too wide. They just got it to their go-to players, and Hope Rogers is always going to be a go-to player for USA. She's done it time and time again, scoring in really important moments.
Gerald Searcy. Offload to Rogers. She's on a hat-trick. Tafuna again. The power game from the USA. Now they might look to shift it, but Bargel sees some space in behind. Cass Bargel.
Running as well, and here's the line break from Sangapolu. Absolutely brilliant, but not just that, manages to get the offload. They can't quite get that second one to Bargel, but doesn't matter. She ends up getting it now. Just picks around that breakdown.
Looking for more points. Hawkins, Sangapolu, Cantona to Rogers. Bargel the try scorer. Tafuna tries to fend off the Samoan tackler. Still alive here though. Koulibaly for the corner, and she will score. Erica Koulibaly.
They're really opening up, so they had the numbers. Samoa really trying to get round the corner, but they've got themselves too tight, and that last-ditch tackle attempt, not enough there. Koulibaly still has work to do. She has to make sure her foot avoids touch. I think that's why she flicks her feet up in the way.
Anchor, warrior for this USA Eagles team. Inside ball to Koulibaly. Another try score in that first half. They picked up 5 of them, almost had 6. And Gerald Searcy at pace. Look at the second rower go. Gerald Searcy. There is number 6.
Playing edge-to-edge rugby. They're really going from one wing to the other, and here's the offload from Johnson here. And Gerald Searcy, just the leg drive to power through contact. And
they do that really well, the USA. Just, you think they're going to run into contact, and they just go one more pass further out, and there's another one to Alonema. That quintessential offload of hers, and now Frida Tafuna again. Look out, Samoa. Frida Tafuna has her second try.
Like a winger. So the hands here really great, taking it right up to the line. Good hands here from Mar. She always takes 2 players to stop her, and then that nice, slightly hard out to inline there. Still work to do, defenders to beat. And Tafuna is the one to finish off.
Gerald Searcy working hard. Playing pretty narrow here now, the USA. This is their bread and butter. They do it so well, the pick and go. Arriving is Catherine Shredder. Gerald Searcy there. Now Rogers. Just short the loose head. They dive. Hey, they're going to have a look at this. 3.
Yeah, they do. As you mentioned, their bread and butter. They're carrying strong round the corner. Looks like Rogers might get there, but just gets hold short, and it's Tafuna who goes over the top of the massive.
Ortiz to Zachary. Alonema juggles it and holds on, and then drives the legs. Still numbers on the short side if they can shift it. They go back with the pick and go. That was Maya Learned on a World Cup debut. Still driving and still scoring.
Scenes from USA. So from this line out, look at that perfectly executed overthrow to Ellie Kildunne, who has come on an absolute mission in this game from her remission last week from that game. So she's come out.
USA need to keep calm here, stick to the process, and try and pick up another 5 or 7 before we go to full time. Olivia Leatherman again. Not rolling away Samoa. Could be another penalty against them, but here comes Zachary. Rides the tackle, the captain. They pick, they drive. Paris Redding. They've got numbers on the right, and they've got the try in the close quarter area. It's Olivia Ortiz.
Ortiz does really well there because they're expecting it to go out to their forwards who are raring, waiting
to do the carries, and she just does a great pick round the corner and dive to score. Remember, a fight for the first win of the tournament for both of these sides. For pride, for honour, and for country. Advantage for Wales. And now Bevan plays it out into the outside, and George is going to set it up perfectly. Karis Cox is
Welsh. Look at this from first receiver, George. Saying go in the open side, and now here's the release. The call comes. Bevan gives it to George. Look at this little delay pass. Fake to go long, went short. Brilliant work. Couldn't have written up any better that start, that pass, that finish.
Yes. Flies high, Fisher, and there's a trick play for the Fijians. It's going to come off almost. Yes, Sassi get the stretch. She does get the stretch. Josephine Nehamu scores her first try of the Women's Rugby World Cup 2025.
Defensiveness from the line out. Player up, and then they shift straight away. The player was actually early on to give it to Naihami, but the second pump of the ball gives it brilliant. From Fiji, nice take in the air. From Fisher, the skipper, nice offload, beautiful line. Doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, when it works, it works. You can see the celebrations and how much it means. Screaming for the ball was Keats. Bevan. Evans. Within 3 meters, the ball's been knocked on is the call, but referee Cat Roach just wants to take a look.
He was a co-skip calendar. He actually got over the try line. It was a good clean. Watch this clean out on this ruck right here. To set it up for Calendar to be able to pick and go. Let's have a little look. Was it knock on? Says she kept control. Nothing wrong with the put down. Score count.
Running into contact with some jet shoes on. Coming off of her wing was Rebecca Aritove. Ralumu. Now coming back onto the inside side. Serevi, the offload sticking. Marawa looking for an offload partner. And back onto the inside is Josephine Nehamu. Josephine Nehamu.
Rugby Fiji and royalty. Waisale Serevi is definitely happy. Man, she is having a game. Nehamu again. Fantastic line run by the inside centre. The strong right hand fan. The hand goes up. And I'll take 2 tries if you please. The offloads we know are so good by Fiji, but it's an actual skill. So natural with it. Oh yeah, and they will take the lead.
With the long 50-meter pass into the inside to Komatai. And Fiji are looking to get things going. Tetavutu on the offload. They keep the ball alive to Fiji. Komatai just caught in time and unable to free her hands in that pass. The pick and drive from Fisher. Relamu with the chance. Relamu gets Fiji's third.
That's a nice run, some nice offloads. Look at the way there. She's able to duck and give her support players some options. That was Tetavutu. Nice pickup, and then they roll around the corner. I thought she might have given it there, the number 8, Kai Maitai, but in the end, they kept their composure and a nice pick and recognition from Railumu.
In the hands of Tetavutu. Don't mind running, can create something from nothing. Can they potentially create another try-scoring opportunity? It's into the hands of Aritove. Tove! Rebecca Tove! It shouldn't have been, but it is.
Picked up by Lomani, who gets it out the back door. Good hands by Tetavutu. And then from there, Fiji just go to work. Fisher, the skipper, realises where the space is. Nehamu goes herself. I don't know how she got that ball away. But Aritove, a winger on a number 8, and then there's only one winner, and that's Tove.
Oh, she's just been guided. Courtney Keats. It's Kira Bevan. Has she been caught short? Yes, she has. Trying to get out.
You have penalty advantage.
Have advantage. Tui Pelotu goes digging. Tui Pelotu's going to back herself. Tuipulotu's got it.
Nice line by Keith to get it all going forward. Good clean out as well. I thought she was over here, Bevan. Only centimetres short. You can see the ball there in picture. They had the penalty advantage from there. But Tuipulotu just talking to the referee. Where is it? Right there. Powers through.
Bevan. Della Valle almost just overrunning. Calendar still making more meters, and now there's space on the outside if they can get the ball there. Back onto the inside, using her feet.
For multiple phases, all the double figures in the end for Wales. Sustained build-up. There's the decoy run. There's the one-on-one. There's some filthy feet from Kaylee Powell. There's that all-important score after the half. Look at this, even decoys the cameraman. That is brilliant footwork from the fullback.
Yes, they're fine players in the run-up to that try.
Hands up! Advantage, offside, 6 blue.
Have penalty advantage to Wales. So they're going to keep it tight. They're going to go wide, and they're going to get the score.
Karis Cox in the midfield. She bounced out on that pass from her first receiver. Showed brilliant balance to buy time for her support players to come, and now they find the space, manipulate it, and get the all-important score. Wales 1 score away from taking the lead.
Another 5-metre line out for Australia. To the tail and to Leonard. And they set the drive neatly. Talakai in command at the back. They've got England creaking here. The Wallaroos inching forward. Talakai's in! Talk about throwing down the gauntlets. Deadlock.
A beautiful throw from Talakai, well executed, risky going to the back of that line out, but the maul gets going. It's propelled. Talakai is in.
Kildunne ghosting at the back and introducing Dow. Dow against Miller. Miller stands firm with a bit of help from Moleka. Galligan came from a long way. First time England have been in the Wallaroos 22. Herd, Cocaine, overlap here. Aitchison rips the pass away, and Jess Breach on her 50th has try number 53 for England. The history maker, the milestone breaker, in her own backyard of Brighton. Breach scores for England.
Just shows you how lethal England are. Zoe Harrison does that ball just inch forward. It looks like
in her own backyard of Brighton. Breach scores for England.
Just shows you how lethal England are. Zoe Harrison does that ball just inch forward. It looks like
Australia just about doing enough, but they're clinging on by their fingernails. Hunt leaves it for the heavyweights. Rowena Talling. Didn't look like many arms in that tackle. Kabea goes round again. Ward has a shot, it's on the line. And it's an English try. And this one's going to count.
Try zone, but it's off the back end of the power game. Abby Dow gets the front foot ball, and then it's slow, it's steady, it's inch by inch. It's something we've seen so many times from England. Australia not able to
This is England's bread and butter. Ward rises at the tail, and immediately on comes the power. The gas pedal's revved, and the try is scored.
Quality from England. They decide to go to the tail of the line out. The Wallaroos chose to contest, which means there was nobody there on the floor to slow down that maul. Absolutely ruthless by England. So quick as well. Decision made.
Stay back, stay back.
Masters, oh, it's not a great pass. Moleka juggles. Natasha Hunt with some tiki-taka stuff. Then the pass. Sadia Kabea for the bonus points. And amidst the chaos, that's why she's in this rugby team.
Opportunistic again by Mohan. It could have been the same at the other end of the field just a minute ago. This time England, though, hunting as a pack, getting the try, getting their bonus point on the board as well early in this second period.
Out it comes to Matthews. Tuinakovandra with a tackle. Talling, crawling forwards. Muir leaves it for Clifford. Some powerful English women eyeing up the try lane, and Clifford gets it.
It's another well-executed line out. They cleaned that area up, but then it is...
Burns shuffling. Hunt goes to the open sides, and Clifford looking for a double. Oh, she's reached down and scored it. What dexterity.
But first, another glance at the pure strength shown in the scrum, and then the strength from Clifford. But she's absolutely bamboozled.
The tackle on Matthews, but Packer, Feonati. Packer again, Sarah Byrne, Harrison, down against Miller. Miller does enough. Packer, Sarah Byrne reaching out and scoring.
It's a change of direction from England. They shift the ball out wide to Abby Dow, who keeps making meters when she has no right to do so. Miller does drag her down, but then Byrne on the receiving end of a little pop.
Bind! Set!
Nagubi Abe almost politely waits for the instruction to put the ball in, and they're going to work the short side over the top to Nishimura! Sora Nishimura!
Ball off that scrum. It's a nice pick from Abe as well, and then good hands across. Look at that. Not an easy one to take as well, just above her head there for Nishimura, but she gets the finish across, and it's that scoot from scrum half position, and then the ability to pass that nice flat ball across there wide.
Yeah, she earned her first cap a couple of years ago and has worn that 15 shirt in nearly every test match since. She is the go-to fullback. The Japan captain there with a big clear out, Nagata. And then it was the second player come in that gave away the penalty. Now Fernandez de Cortez goes quick. Pena. Oh, and here's an opportunity, and they'll score. Cristina Blanco.
Which is absolutely imperative here. So they got that quick tap was really smart, and then look at the offloading here. 3 offloads in a row, absolutely fantastic, and finished off by Blanco. Brilliant team effort there from Spain.
Garcia, here's the penalty advantage now. They can do whatever they like here. They've got another shot at it, but they might want to nail the try from this kind of range anyway. They pick, they go, they score, they're over the line. Laura Delgado with the applause.
Like the opportunities that World Cup brings for moments like that, ones she's going to remember forever to extend Spain's lead, and it's...
We talked about it at half-time. They need to try and turn this position into points if they can. Got the opening try of the game through Nishimura. It was a good one as well. Inside ball that time. And the runaway from Nagata, the captain. Here it is. Iroha Nagata.
Taking a moment to realise the score there, but look at the power to go from that standstill to then propel yourself forward. And she does get hit across on that cover tackle. She does hold her shoulder, but here's that handoff to be able to accelerate forward, exactly what you want from your captain, and then hit on that shoulder, which she then holds onto there.
Wait! Almost touched the whitewash. That must have been so close. They pick and drive again.
No.
Now, some more heavies arrive, and the arm goes up from Sarah Cox. It is Wako Kitano.
Japan there right the way from that line out. They don't panic, they don't get white line fever. They looked like they might have scored 2 phases before, but they managed to fight it back and over. Some really good strong carries in that tight place.
Got to be squeaky clean here, Spain. They're on a warning. Big tackle coming in. Now they shift it wide. They could be in business here. Reaching out and scoring is Komachi Imakugi.
Defending those tight areas really well, so they decided to go out wide, and look here, there is a number, but the fight and the power as well from Imakugi to make sure she gets over is fantastic there.
Coaching staff must be really enjoying this. Yeah, there they are, because you go into the sheds 14-5 down, you're not playing your best stuff, you're not taking your chances. Complete turnaround in the second half. Great defence too, you've got to credit Spain playing with just 14, remember. Japanese players communicating with each other, driving each other forward, and there it is.
Working so hard near the try line. I'm glad they score here, because I was about to say they really need to move this, because Spain are a player down. There's numbers out on the right, just get the pass, but actually don't need it. Great leg strength there from Nduka, who goes over for her side.
Perez.
Don't pin her in, let the ball come.
Valentina Perez. Vergara coming like a train is Claudia Pena, and the offload, and scoring the try is Vic Rozelle.
So far this second half, so to wake up like that at the time like this, so important for them to just showcase what they can do regardless of the scoreboard here. Just great run. It's offloading again like their first try. Fantastic offloading skill set here.
Claudia Pena, that is how you hit the...
Bertonci, young halfback, only 20 years of age. They've got some space here, Italy, as it comes away for Locatelli, and she's got a lot of room, a lot of space, straightening to Isabella Locatelli. Offload goes away to Sara Monini. And Italy string passes together, string some phases together, and they get their first try of the match through Sara Monini.
Side. And Locatelli on her first start just opens up the legs and goes through 3 Brazilian players all around her, but still manages to get the offload away to Manini, the youngster.
Okay, please. Thank you. 30 seconds.
Really staunch on the line, but again, they've conceded the advantage. Another penalty coming Italy's way. Pick and go this time. Happy to keep it in tight with Francesca Scorbini. Picking out the runners now. Federighi is crashing over the line for Italy. Concerted period of pressure, and Alessandra Aranda-Belloia. Federighi.
There's a really well-worked try from Italy in the end, just piled on the pressure. The pick and goes, then just the side spread. Just kicked out to Federighi. Bounces on the outside of the defenders, and is too strong and powerful to get over. It's been a real swing of momentum from...
Bertonci brings it away for Madia. Through the hands they go. Nicely tipped down, and then on the wraparound, Frangipani again. Fuller running the big lock, and then still going herself. Alessandra Frangipani running over the top of one more. And now Italy, quick hands with Madia, and then getting to the edge, and Francesca Granzotto on the end of the chain will put it down for Italy's third from the restart.
Locatelli was brilliant on the outside initial break here. She's been lively in the last 5-10 minutes, but then just the ability to shift the ball and the lovely soft hands, the offloading, the ability, the Italian way that we're so familiar with.
20 minutes.
I just feel they're feeling plenty of confidence now to play freely. And then Granzotto to finish the job on the edge.
Okay.
Great ball from Madia there.
Just the catch. Good awareness from the tight head prop. So Italy regain possession and will settle back into their attack. Media's been dictating well, and they've again created an overlap here. Muzzo's got a Stuni Minuzzi, and a Stuni Minuzzi, well, she's going to get a pretty clear run in, and you can't give her that much room.
Okay. Try.
Where's the combination that we've seen so often? Muzzo and a Stuni Minuzzi. But it's just lovely play from Italy. Just the confidence, offloading out the tackle, everybody being aware and ready if the ball's going to come to the outside, and the simple drawing pass and then the pace on the outside.
She's nicked it away for the Italians, and she's got it back again. And once more, just looking to keep the ball alive and punching through holes. Big yawning gaps. Look at the blue shirts lining up. Locatelli, Manini, Mr. Stoney Manuzzi's going to get a second in quick succession. It could have been one of 6 of them. But it is the flying red headgear of Vittoria Ostuni Manuzzi.
Italy recognising the spaces on the outside edges. Just the recycling of the ball, keeping it alive, the hot hands, the little tip through the middle. This front 5 pack, just running riot in those open channels, and the simple things done really, really well. Ostuni Manuzzi on the outside, finishes the job.
Fioravanti in tandem. Oh, that's good physical work. Nicolau it was, and that allowed Henwood to come through and swoop on the ball. They do snuff out the challenge and now look to spread. Carvalho. Silva had the hand up, wanted it off. Black ball out the back of the hand. Balls for Granzotto. And Francesca Granzotto will get the final say of the half.
Mizzo does so well, but then the quick hands, the recycling. Initially, you can see Bianca Silva put her hands up, give me the ball, I'm on. And then just a moment too late, and it just pops up for Granzotto. She's going to finish that all day. Really, really strong second half.
Back it comes once more for Italy's forwards. That one was high. You heard the groans, and they've got advantage here. Referee spotted it. Pick and go for Scorbini once more. It's with the captain now, Giordano. Rather, it's Pilani who goes. And now they release Manini through the hands for Giada Corradini in just her second test match.
So much of that work came through the pack. The lovely play on the outside. Mattia, I think she's been excellent this game. Really got Italy moving. And then just the pack going to work. And then the opportunity with the penalty advantage right to the line. Lovely centre combination. Cordinio just on that little step on the outside.
Sorry, Maria, what were you saying?
What a moment for her, scoring
okay.
at her first.
And then the ball is fumbled.
Leave the ball, go.
Italy will look to counter. Manini, Corradini. Back onto the front foot. Ranuccini, Ostuni Manuzzi around the outside and on for a hat-trick here. Vittoria Ostuni Manuzzi got through a couple of tired defenders and get the dance.
Well, that's absolute class from Italy. Just absolutely hounding Brazil. Forced them to make the error, then the quick transition straight into attack. Let's find out danger woman. Ostuni Manuzzi, sorry, with the hat trick. Brilliant fend on that outside. Still had a lot of work to do then.
Just got a little sloppy in some of those areas late in this game. Hitting the line hard, Silvia Turani. Stefan, what a delivery. And then around the corner they go. Stefanine looking to stretch out. Pops the ball on the edge for Gaia Busso to go over for Italy.
In the end, really well worked. Holding your feet, playing out the back. The lovely link up. The explosion through and then offload from the floor. The awareness around you to keep that ball alive. Knowing that you're isolated. Ball back in 2 hands.
Okay.
And then brilliant line back in against the grain.
Well, they are down to 13, but they've been able to bring one on because of that set piece. So it's down to 14 still. Italy looking for numbers. Here is the MasterCard player of the match, Isabella Locatelli. Whipping a ball wide as Manini for Gaia Busso, looking for a second in quick succession. 2 tries off the bench for the 23-year-old in her first appearance in the tournament, Gaia Busso.
Really pulling Brazil around, knowing they've got the extra player, and then the ball over the top on the outside. Busso into the corner. Lovely ball, lovely time. It doesn't need to break stride, right into the bread basket.
And here goes Alessandra Frangipani. Has put in a really good shift in the second row. Stefan guiding them around. Good hands. Ostuni Manuzzi now on the toe. There might be a penalty in back play here, but it'll be play on regardless for Granzotto, who does really well. Stayed alive. They stayed in the fight. Finish this off and get a hat-trick.
It was a lovely little handling, and then she stays alive on the inside. The little grubber through, and then the foot race just keeps working hard, doesn't give up, bides her time, and then gets over for her.
Backwards on blue.
Oh, knocked away on Italy's side. Away goes Silvia Tanani. What an offload now. Locatelli straight up through the middle. Sofia Stefano, 101st test, stretching for the line and scoring.
One movement.
I love that. The great work. Tarani with the reactions initially. Stefan on her inside. And then you've got Locatelli on her outside, linking up. No, she's not going to have the legs. And then the little outstretch. What a way to finish the game for her. What a way for them to finish the tournament. They've really stood up in this game. They've got the response and the reaction, and they've shown everybody.
On to Roos. A little flash of excitement for the New Zealanders. Ponsonby, Brunt, Holmes stuck in the right-hand side. Sorensen-McGee with the dummy, and Stacey Waka will score first for New Zealand.
It's that quick ball from New Zealand that we've seen, that offloading style, so much flair, so much finesse. That quick ball from Reese Tory Lane, and then it's simple. It's pin and pass through the hands. Sorensen-McGee, they might look at that one. Did it go forward, or was it a very flat pass releasing Stacey Waka?
New Zealand on the prowl.
Let's go.
For a 2-score lead. Ponsonby to the tail. Tapped down beautifully, and Brunt's come a long way for that one. Ireland stem the bleeding a metre out. Bowley Lane to Billy Cole, she's in.
But it's so creative. It's exactly what we know New Zealand are capable of. It's a switch line back inside to Brunt, and then it is just pure power from Billy Cole. Sizes up 3 Irish defenders and still...
Holmes, Makavana Kaulani Roos, set upon by O'Dowd. Bowley Lane, Demant, Rule, Waka, too much gas for O'Brien. Sorensen-McGee, first look at the teenager. Oh, she's special, she's different, she's deadly.
Getting it done was Sorensen-McGee, but it started with that break up the left wing. And then Stacey Waka sets this one up perfectly. It's so well executed. Sorensen-McGee still had plenty of work to do. 2 defenders to beat. She knows she had pace on O'Brien, who gets done twice. First by Waka and then comes across. Doesn't quite have the wheels for Sorensen-McGee, and then the right foot step and the ability to finish.
Ponsonby like a meerkat, popping her head up, and then leaving it for the Flyers outside her. Lovely miss pass, Waka, beautiful handling. Sorensen-McGee will coast in. The youngster grabbing headlines again on a silver platter.
Stacey Waka just getting on the outside of Costigan, connecting with Renee Holmes right in the face of Eve Higgins. And these matchups we've seen across the globe, whether it's on a 7th pitch or a 15th pitch, but Sorensen-McGee with the finishing ability, and we hear that call come in from the TMO. Try is good.
But they are 2 minutes away from a World Cup nilling. New Zealand settling some old scores here and looking to lather the icing onto the cake. Joseph, the double pump, wide it goes, and it is a hat-trick.
That's a lovely starter play from the Black Ferns. Maya Joseph rips it to Waka, wraps around, and then the cutout ball right across the face of the Irish defense.
Continue to add to this handsome scoreline. The answer for now is yes. Stefano, lovely delay on that pass. Leti Ina is gone. Options either side. Sorensen-McGee again. Miller swerving away. Miller on the inside. Taken on by Joseph. This is astonishing. tries don't get any more beautiful.
The skills, the speed, the connection. New Zealand can do it all. They're all so on top of it. They're so connected. Maya Joseph, she just released her winger moments before, and now they...
Marasu Faulaklu just charges, throws herself at the South African defence. They were ready for it. Now they work a move through the hands, go to the French. Conde, and now Boulard. It's brilliant execution from France. And Emily Boulard, the fullback, comes up to score.
And then the handling, just holding her feet, Conde there, just does enough to get it to Boulard. Little play out the back there, just tightens up all of South Africa. And then exposes those outside channels. Really, really strong start from
France. Start to inch forward, still controlled in the back. They've got the advantage. Escudero pops it out for Bourdon Sansu, and Vernier punches through the hole. As she does so often, Gabrielle Vernier.
just a quick reaction straight off Pauline. Bourdon Sansu's shoulder, cuts that angle. Thank you very much. So hard, see there. Carway planted, can't change direction quick enough to stop it.
Controlled by Escudero and the boot, and now they get a little roll forward. It comes away for the number 8, goes herself. Escudero was denied earlier, not this time. Charlotte Escudero has established herself as one of the premier loose forwards in the game.
Using their set pieces, the launch play, really good control. All to start with. Escudero at the back of the scrum, just keeping a foot control with the balls. The scrum's moving forward.
So now Kiwa puts it on the toe. Space in behind here for Menage to chase. Dolph did just enough. Got up to the little fullback, got a finger on it. Boulard goes quickly for Kiwa. Caught them napping Gerard. Agat Gerard is over in her 60th.
Initially it was defended so well. Lovely kick from Kiwa. Just turns Dolph under so much pressure. Does it so well initially, but then not alive to the threat. Kiwa and Glian on a 60th cap getting over. The Blues are certainly alive and kicking in this game.
One of the most experienced players in this French team. Agat Gerard. And would like to see your team muscle up here at the former forward, and they do exactly that. Escudero once more bounces out the back, through the hands they go, and Emily Boulard gets her second try of the match. France strike first after half-time.
Bourdon Sansu's just creeping to the left-hand side. The simple hands done really well. It's such a hard place to defend on your try line. 5 metres out, Ruiz has to stay on Escudero, which just gives them too much work to do on the outside, and Boulard in for her second try.
Stop 6 short of the line. South Africa scrambling and conceding penalties under pressure. It'll be another. And once more, this little halfback pulling the strings, goes and goes quickly for Joanna Grise on the edge. It is sumptuous from the French.
Just the speed in what they're playing at the moment. South Africa just have no opportunity to recover. Every collision, they're winning the collision. The lovely offload from Fairlou there. Brazil, so dynamic. This is about the 5th quick tap that we've seen from Pauline Bourdon Sansus. And Grezes, like you said, Ricky, so busy, alert and awake, ready for her opportunity on the edge. Still had a bit of work to do there to finish the last defender.
With the worst job in rugby, keeps it steady as Bourgeois, or just swings around off the posts. Try goes unconverted, but France now 36 points to 3, marching towards top of Group D.
Yeah, France playing so quickly at the moment, squeezing South Africa time-wise, and it's not going to get any easier because Les Bleus have just changed their entire front row. The physicality is not going to stop for South Africa right now.
Yeah, Alyssa Refanu on in 16, and Ellie she is there on 17. South Africa backpedaling as France come to clear it. Refanu, all the new players on that. Ikayedje. And now pick and go, and Ellie just powering to the line, skipping out of tackles, and cantering over for another one. Ellie.
Well, it all started with Bourdon, Sansus again, the quick tap, just wanting to keep the tempo in this game, not giving South Africa a chance to reset, and right on the shoulders, in support. You see everyone's alive around it, making sure they can secure this ruck, be able to clear away. Thank you very much. Initial runner, and then just watching DA, he's just smart, has a little look up, recognises there's a space right in front of it, and has the power to finish and skip out the tackle.
And she's stolen it too. Just managed to keep her feet. Again, they look to turn defence into attack. There's a lot of space for Joanna Grise, trying to streak away around the outside. Joanna Grise has been brilliant on the edge for France and is rewarded with a second try of the match.
And then just a quick transition. Here it is, the turnover, gets onto the ball, loses her feet, but referee allows play on. And then just a quick handling, the shift to the outside, allow the ball to do the work. And we know that Grise has got so much pace on the outside to finish the job.
Just a second. After
Go up. Now Vernier through the hands they go. Chambon. Oh, it is slick from set piece. Strike move. Alexandra Chambon. That might be the pick of the lot for France.
The ball to Vernier, the little ball out the back, the double loop. Doesn't need the support on the outside. Can do it all herself. Condé on the inside and Boulard on the outside.
High tackle advantage. There's been a collision. It's gone against Escudero. She stayed down. Jakobs as well. They're both just up to their feet now, but also Golo. And now the bus. Here it is for Ruth, turning them inside out. Nobody would deserve one more than Nadine Ross, and that is exactly what she gets.
There's absolute quality there. Just has a little scan, has a little look up, and how she has the turn of pace, the repeatability, with the clock in the red to finish the job, to get South Africa a try on the board.
Then we'll start the kick. If everything is okay, we'll start the clock.
Keeping it tight. They cannot lose the ball. They've been in this possession before. Can they score first against the Black Ferns? They go short. The reach. The cheer. The score.
They got the go forward. Here's just the back end. Look at that powerful movement. She tried one, set it up brilliantly, but look at the effort after she puts that ball back to get back into play and then go again right there. Right on the line. That's try time all day long.
Familiar face for English rugby fans, for PWR fans, for Wallaroos, as Layla mentioned, a former player of Harlequins here.
On the feed, trying to get momentum on it. Janse van der Rensburg was flattened. She's under pressure. And the ball's gone into the hands of Teresa Setafanu, who uses her footwork. Teresa Setafanu, great in the background.
Look at the number 9. She goes to the left-hand side. Right hand as we see it. That's the effort. And this is going to be the result. Setafanu with another Rugby World Cup try.
Yeah, well, they're just checking to make sure that Maya Joseph was onside. And that's going to be a second World Cup try for Teresa Setafanu. Joseph feeds, trying to get the turn, the pickup from Olsen Baker. They go short, and they've got numbers, and they've got the teenage sensation. Braxton Sorensen-McGee is going to jog it over.
It was a good defensive scrum by South Africa. 8 to Joseph, missed pass. And there she is, Braxton Sorensen-McGee, big time talent.
how good must that feel for Kaipo Olsen-Baker? She got injured in that first game against Spain, and it looked like her Rugby World Cup was over, just like it was 3 years ago in New Zealand when she was injured just before the competition. But she's made it back, and she's back in
Miller and Roos. She's already got one to her name, but Lacha, she'll be itching to get another one. 41 minutes, and that looks like it's gone over.
She's been good too, Sorensen in this game. Again, the try score, Latza gets some good go forward. And then the number 6 right there gets it on the line. The composure, the patience, the power. Well done, South Africa, they draw it up.
Referee happy, but it wasn't intentional. Now they want to try and spread it out wide and get a score within the first 30 seconds of the second half. The Springbok women have to try and manage it. Renee Holmes.
That's what New Zealand played it. That's a good clean-up. That's a good pick-up from Veliko. And then Ponsonby right down the middle of the park, sets it up brilliantly, makes a smart decision. They get there early to New Zealand, and numbers loaded to the left. Maya Kavanagh-Kolani-Roos takes it up, and then right now is where you get the overlap. Had numbers on the outside. Renee Holmes didn't need it.
Okay,
Joseph, and that's from an offside position. Olusindiso Boy, so have the penalty advantage. Woodman-Wycliffe using a bit of her footwork. Back onto the inside to Georgia Miller. Georgia Miller's got Braxton Sorensen-McGee, and Braxton Sorensen-MGee gets 2.
Down that far side. Here's the pressure at line-out time. They come through. Good tackle by Veliko. They put pressure on. New Zealand committed at the breakdown. Maya Kavanagh-Kolani-Roos gets the turnover, and from there they had numbers loaded. And again, Braxton Sorensen-McGee is A1.
Braxton Sorensen-McGee can do a backflip from a standing start. I wonder how many more tries she's going to have to score before we see that celebration at this Rugby World Cup.
Well, she officially takes tackle, so doesn't get a hat-trick this time. Have the South African defenders gotten back? Not enough numbers at the moment. Kaipo Olsen-Baker straightens and scores.
But here's the initial break. Look at that, absorbs the hit, which was massive, coming on the inside. Swaps the ball, look for support play. Great decision to hold on. And from there, because the ball is so quick, Maya Joseph sees the space in behind us. A great chase from Sorensen-McGee. We put our mortgage on her scoring, loses her balance, but look at the number 8 coming in. Effort on effort as a coach, that's what you want to see.
Demand to Michaela too, and they've got numbers on the outside because Michaela Samboya's come off her wing. Stacey Waka on the acceleration. Stacey Waka with the footwork, and Kaipo Olsen-Baker, who's got one, is going to get 2.
And we also think it was, and they spread it. Braxton Sorensen-McGee sees the space in behind us. A good chase from Leti Lainga and Bremner. Bremner commits herself to the ball, and then Renee Holmes gives the last pass. She did a lot of work in the build-up to that one, and just little pass over the top. Olsen-Baker goes bang, bang.
My view of that try was nearly blocked.
Steals that one and picks the pocket of the South Africans. Now they go through the hands. It's soft, it's beautiful, it's skills under pressure that work. Portia Woodman-Wycliffe, Renee Holmes, completely unmarked.
Gammy, look at this. Bayfield, just a one-on-one. Bremner it was, but look at this passing, just through the hands. You don't have to always do these missed passes. Through the hands, the ball will always beat the player if you execute it well, and that's a prime example of that. Hit holes, give it to the player in space, and there's points on the end.
She still had Braxton Sorensen trying to go straight over the top. Ball still short and Gliki. Is Unela Mingolo is actually going to get one this time? Short again. Kolo. Larato Makua. Larato Makua.
Inevitable, didn't it? You can see there, Ruas straight on the ball. Oh yeah, they're not back to the try line, so that's probably why they had the penalty advantage, but in the end, didn't matter. Makua gets over for a well-deserved 5-pointer.
And it's stable. A lot of runners in motion. And Renee Holmes straightens, gets the offload to Vaakolo on the inside, and Vaakolo still on her feet, and Caitlin Vaakolo should have never.
From New Zealand, Renee Holmes gets the back ball. It's a great carry, but look at 22. Comes on the outside, receives the ball there, and Caitlin Vaakolo runs violent through the South African defence and gets the last say in this match.
Caitlin Vaakolo, so strong, and she's quick to
And now through the hands, Canada looking to stretch. There's Cosley, sevens player, remember, got good speed as Caroline Crosley. Lays it back forward to Goody. Here's Asia Hogan Rochester. Clear run to the line with the twinkling toes of Asia Hogan Rochester. What a start for Canada and their flying left winger.
Rochester knows how to finish. Here it is, ball in two hands, backs herself, goes through the gap. Great cover tackle from Stewart initially, but the quick recycling, Sophie de Goody in there. Hits Hogan Rochester, knows that she's got the pace on the outside to finish. What a start from Canada.
Away it comes forward, picking out runners. Holson at first, receiver, heavy carry from Michaela Leonard into the body of Crossley. They've got numbers here, Australia, if they can release Desi Miller, and they can. The little flyer down Australia's left edge, and Australia hit back in much the same vein as Desiree Miller on the score sheet.
Opportunity on the outside, all starting with Maleka on the kick return. Got a bit of momentum, got a bit of go forward, and then the shifter pass here, House onto the outside of Chancellor, and then Desiree Miller on the outside. We know she's got plenty of firepower.
It allows Hulse with that good boot to go down to Tessier. Canada's captain winding up once more, punching through the line and then floating a ball over the top forward to Goody. Through the hands they go. Onto the edge for Simon. She's got Corrigan with it. Alicia Corrigan close to the line and just is over. Centimetres in it. Jump out 10-5.
Oh, it's just a quite brilliant counter-attacking try. Shell, look at the hands here. De Goody, and then shifted along again by Crossley. And then another Olympic silver medalist, Corrigan, in the corner. That's outstanding.
With McKinley Hunt. Pick and go again, driving low and hard. Totosi almost over the line, just short. Menon was denied moments ago and will just be short again. Australia desperate on their line here. They've got an advantage. Peltier goes herself. It spills out the back. Now to Goody, who started it all, plonks it over the line.
Just the movement and the pick from the breakdown. It's just so fast, so quick that opposition-wise, you just don't have any time to be able to react. Like I said, it all came from Sophie de Goody with that.
Tipped on for Menon, a little hole. She'll keep the arms read to Goody. Oh, fingertip control for Totosi now. The handling of the tight forwards is superb. They've got numbers to burn, and Corrigan will get her second on the opposite wing.
In sync, on the shoulders, aware and ready. Totosi, whether it's a forward or a back, they're on each other's shoulders. And then finishing the job, Corrigan got it going on the right-hand side, work rate to get to the open, to be an extra number. Not that they needed it, 3-on-1 on the edge there, because all the damage done through the middle.
They set the drive on Bacane with all their experience, their fourth World Cup, the 38-year-old Karen Bacane, right in the middle of that with the white head tape. And now Peltier just barking orders at her forwards, regrouping once again. Still going at Canada, marching over the line. They're like a runaway red steam train.
Any of it. Watch here, brilliant take at the top. De Goody, quick shift to Menon. Just there, the operations just get motoring. All 8 in there. First, have a little look down the short side. Recognise it's not on. Okay, option 1. Stay patient, stay connected. And there, Totosi just breaking as well.
It falls straight into the hands of Sophie de Goody. Set piece unravelling a little bit for Australia as it's tipped on between Totosi and Menon again, and here they come once more. Canada absorbs some early pressure in this half, and now Fabiola Forteza almost busting through, reaching out and scoring.
Get to work, recognise their roles. Little tip Forteza there, bounces back out. The little footwork in and out, and the pace and the speed to get away from the defenders. And then the outstretched. Really good footwork in close contact area. Yeah, I definitely think foundations have been laid, beliefs been instilled there, but they need more time together, more games, more opportunities to play. But they've certainly got the...
Canada going to play, that's for sure, as Bacane comes away. Oh, that is vintage Karen Bacane. 4th Rugby World Cup, 38 years of age, a veteran of this team, back in the side after a couple of years away.
Every single teammate coming in. The great ball right to the top of the lineup, right at the top of the tree. Bukaboon, little tip, that angle back inside, but the footwork to outtake the 10. In Pakwan, we know that she's been a sevens player. She's extremely quick, and she's relevant with that veteran sign on it. She has still got all the pace to play with.
Well, we remember the try she scored in the semi-final against England in 22.
Keep it tight in front with the forwards. Tap from O'Dowd. Jugang's there. Jugang's going to have a sniff. Jugang's going to have a taste. It wasn't to be for Sam Monahan, but it is to be for Linda Jugang.
Too, Layla, look at it here. Nice header by Nevo Dowd. It was a good injection. There was no one there for France. And Linda Jang just rolls over. Look at the set piece. There's a quick clean. There's the breakout, and there's the hole to the left-hand side.
Jugang versus Keroa. So he's going to... Riley, Wafer, ducks her head down. Wafer still going. Riley, Brian gets on the outside shoulder, releases Flood. And Stacey Flood, who had a question mark over the rest of her Rugby World Cup.
In the right area, set piece has been good. Nice pre-line footwork from Eve Higgins, and the forwards roll around the corner. Wafer hits it. Look how close she gets. There's the front foot ball. Look at the space to the left-hand side. All you need to do is soft hands and get it out to the number 15, Stacey Flood. What a moment for her.
Dangerous tackle.
Well, they wanted to go quickly, and Amy Barratron called them out. Maraso Farahklu takes the tap and go. Jerome changes direction. The cut back onto the inside from Charlotte Escudero. Has she been held up? No! Charlotte Escudero.
And the momentum's theirs. See the ball set up. They take the shot, and they commit 3 defenders. That was the thing from Ireland. They overcommitted at that first set piece. A beautiful outside-in line. And does she get it down all year?
Good. And they've got the full open width to play with. Only Amy Lee Costigan is there. Calling. And it's a foot race. Grisey versus Costigan. Grisey still going. Grisey, with the slightest of changes of direction, has run more than 70 meters to score the second.
Way on. And then from there they go to the right-hand side inside their own 20. Ménager, ball into hands, and then Joanna Grisey absolutely gasses the Irish defence. And the French, out of nowhere, take the lead.
Mewett spins out of one tackle, still going as Mewett. And now Gallagher. England looking for their first points in the match. Around comes Kelsey Clifford, 2 last start, and she's over here. Kelsey Clifford gets her 4th try of the tournament, and England's first to the quarterfinal.
Well, what a couple of weeks Kelsey Clifford is having with tries just like this. She actually captured the England under-18s against Scotland in for Hannah Bolton.
Throw for Kildunne. And this time they do go well. Bank a ball, but it falls to Rosie Gallagher, swooping upon it. And now Hunt looks for Telling. Telling over. Buries the head. And England capitalise on Scotland's mistakes with the understated.
It's into the centre, but it's the reactions from England. The great work from Zoe Allcroft to be disruptive. Rosie Gallagher straight on the ball, recycles. And Sadia Kabaya helping her mate over. But really impressive.
Offside advantage.
Penalty advantage again for England. Muir just squeezes it back. England's forwards going to work. Now Hunt looks to release out the back. Ball over the top for Abby Dow, all alone on the right-hand side of the field.
On the outside, Zoe Allcroft got it all going. The speed that she got built up, she shouldn't be given that amount of time and space. And then the simple hands from Roomies, Holly Aitchison to Abby Dow in the corner. Lovely ball over the top.
Breach is going to be able to come and pick up the loose ball. Great skill on the ground, and then Jones throws herself at the Scottish defence. Great counter ruck, but it's still there now for Telling. Gee, she's been busy, the number 4. Back it comes, Hunt, and then putting it through the hole. It's another double for Kelsey Clifford.
On the outside channels, but it's all from the mistakes from Scotland, and the reactions from England just too good. The Little inside tip, ping ball in off the Scottish player, gets that momentum and the speed of ball. Moana Tannen yet again on another big carry. And just there, Natasha Hunt, little bit of footwork, just makes
England so hard to stop from this position. Scotland have done well to hold it out. It's still moving forward and it's gone over. Sneaking around the corner, it's Amy Cocaine who comes up with it. Denied in the first half, not to be denied in the second.
England do so well just to stay patient. They can feel it creeping. See Scotland there going round to the left-hand side, and Amy Cocaine just keeping her head up, aware of
under pressure. England look now for Maddie Fielnazi up to the 5-metre line. And around the corner they come again. Matthews with Gallagher on the shoulder. It's well read though by Gallagher and Thompson for Scotland. Packett switches the point of attack. Ball back in field, back inside for Holly Aitchison. She's the one who usually pulls the strings.
Initially the forwards doing the work, some big carries, but then the quick change of direction. Zoe Harrison straight onto the field and making an impact and linking up with Holly Aitchison on that little inside tip. Recognises us.
England looking for to hold out the Scottish side. Scotland wanting the final say. Maddinson whips it wide. Ball's gone backwards, still there though. Play on for Rona Lloyd. Here goes Rona Lloyd. Through one, through two, and over the line. Rona Lloyd scores for Scotland.
Here it is, the big line break, trying to link up with Orr, but then steps back inside. How Rosie Gallagher is first to this breakdown. Sorry, it's Matthews that gets there. But just the patience, back to her feet, the leg drive, the footwork. Abby Ward can't stop her. Nor can Lucy Packer, and the finish. What a quality finish for Scotland.
So much adversity on and off the field for Hunt. Canada regroup. New Zealand again slowing that ball on the floor. Puts it on the toe this time. Perry Tessier underneath it one. Had to wait and leave it. Did Waka pick and go here. Corrigan. Canada pressing, looking for first points. Peltier strikes. Eyes up play from Canada.
With Peltier. Lovely little change of option there, kicking over the top, knowing that they had advantage, but it's the speed that they play at, the reaction, the urgency around that breakdown, little show and go. Don't often see.
The defence of it well as Forteza stuck on the floor. And it's released now for Tessier, the captain, taking it up to the line. The hands are good though. There's pace here for Asia Hogan-Rochester. Hogan's coming across. Hogan-Rochester over again. Canada go. Bang, bang. They've left New Zealand defenders in their wake.
Just so good from Canada. From the set piece, all started with the maul and the control. And the ball over the top. Hogan-Rochester, big fend out on Holmes. What a finish from the young star. He's really lighting up at this Rugby World Cup. That momentum piece from Canada.
And now Peltier goes short, flat and hard for Forteza.
Hands up!
Again, close. New Zealand desperate. Once more Canada go, phase after phase. New Zealand repelling them, but Canada getting close. Now they release. Have they sucked in the numbers? You betcha they have. And Florence Simons gets Canada's third inside 25 minutes of the semi-final.
And go, the work rate, the skill to pick the ball up so quickly and efficiently off the ground. New Zealand can't react, they can't respond, and then the simple hands, the work all done up front. All the Black Ferns really squeezed in.
New Zealand, you feel, have to be next to score. They've got to get into it. Ponsonby gets a great ball from Valeko. She's got great speed, Georgia Ponsonby. Loose forward, goes close. And now New Zealand press, 6 metres short of the line. Olsen Baker up to the 5 metres. Now Pody Lane for Kalonivali. New Zealand's turn now to ask questions of defence. Tukuafu. The clean out is accurate. Roos is close. New Zealand looking for their first points of the match, and they'll come in the form of Tanya Kalonivali.
In the defence, how often have we seen this on a 7 series? Stacey Waka plucking the ball, but the speed of ball, the little tip, but the Liku through the middle, the little offload, the front row doing the work through the heart of the Canadian defence, and the recycle of the ball, the quick speed. And Kalonivali doesn't need a second.
But Canada up towards the 22 here. 5 minutes out from half-time, and they're looking for a fourth with Sophie de Goody. New Zealand having to aim up in defence again. Allford says that there's a hole that closed. Has Veliko made the hit? Peltier goes again. She's so dangerous at halfback. There's the ball for Sophie de Goody, charging under the post.
You start looking around and the gap opens up for her, the disconnect, and Sophie Goody right on the shoulder, the pace to finish.
Tessier to the line, Alexandra Tessier. The captain of Canada carries them forward again. Utter jubilation as they score first.
And the skipper does that. Hogan Rochester does the work on the left-hand side of the pitch, drawing in defenders. The simple step, not good enough, front leg.
Only the second line-out throw New Zealand has had all match. It goes directly to the new player onto the field, Say it. Good contest, though, from Canada, and they put some pressure on here. The Black Ferns will have to clear. It's into the hands of the hard-working Chris Veliko. Now Pody Lane as New Zealand's forward. Sweep round the corner. Liana Mikaeli-Tumu drags one back for the Black Ferns.
Opportunities, they are taking it. Just such speed off the back. Done so well to keep hold of the ball in the breakdown. De Goody was in advantage.
Another one. Penalties being conceded. Ponsonby drives the legs. Canada clinging on. And now demand crossfield kick. Open space for Braxton Sorensen-McGee.
There in the corner. Ruhe Demand with the beautiful kick over to the sideline. Could have stayed it, kept it tight, but we're brave. Play to the outside. Still plenty of work to do here. Hogan Rochester's been excellent defensively in the ball rounds and the quarters, but couldn't deal with...
Making it messy at that breakdown. Oh, the French, and now they've got some numbers on the outside, and they've let it go for Ellie Kildunne, and she's not going to get caught. But Kelly O'Bay is coming across to try and make the tackle. The swerve from Ellie Kildunne is good, and England will strike first in the second semi-final.
Had one outstanding run, but look at this here, great micro skills in catch and pass from England, creating the overlap. Ellie Kildunne had to reach back with her right hand, still not done, still had a bit of work to do. I'm just going to chuck in the left foot, and Ellie Kildunne is absolutely lethal.
Filiu goes right, well aware the England wall. Bourdon Sansus takes her time, and the offloads are good, and Nasira Conde is going to get over. They sucked in the defence, they needed the points, and they get it.
Build up, Abe breaks on the far side. I had question marks on their pass, but it's deemed okay. Then they shoot straight back to the other side. They say white to white. I thought Escudero was going to score there, but desperation keeps her out. They built, they waited, and then finally it comes with Conde. What a score.
Building. A huge blind side to play with for Natasha Hunt should she choose. Seymour still going within the 5. This is all started from inside their own 22. Cocaine.
Look at this. 2 meters inside the French 22 is where it started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 England players amongst that more. Look at the way their other kick composed. She's got it in the boot is Amy Cocaine. She can feel it coming. She can feel the power.
In support is Champon. Bourdon Sansus. She goes digging. Now they come to the back line, trying to exploit some space. They got 3-on-1. They got Kelly O'Bay. They conceded a try, and they get one back through Kelly O'Bay.
A big contributor. Look at the numbers loaded for France. And then Kelly O'Bay from that position is absolutely lights out. She's had a game.
Boone again, Hunt, Allcroft. So quick at the bottom of the breakdown, and Tatiana Hurd saw the slightest of gaps close down for her, but she's made some meters. Hunt, Ward with the score. Oh, she's done it before for Bristol Bears, this time
in an England jersey, and she gets the second of her 2025 campaign.
Oh, the contact and the build-up to this. Oh, the contact and the build-up to this try was ruthless from England. Just the attitude showing there. It was half a hole for her. She takes the contact. But look at the way England just clean out that ruck so early. And there, puts the head down, powers through.
Stable scrum. Lucy Packer goes to the short side. That's been put onto the boot by Zoe Harrison, which is dangerous because now Ellie Kildunne's been picked it up. Ellie Kildunne using her feet. Ellie Kildunne still going. Ellie Kildunne, you beauty!
It was hard. Menage couldn't control Ellie Kildunne. One skill on the fly. The second skill to evade two defenders. And then from there she clicks through the gears. And she will put England into a Rugby World Cup final.
Advantage now for France. Looking for her options. Escudero comes around, straightening, releasing. On the outside is Conde. Nasiri Conde's got two, but they want to go quickly.
Get it over. Manipulation of space. They jam in defensively. They get the ball over, and they keep the width.
Has been taken down by their own players, so Lucy Packer's got to go digging. Gets it out, and the stab through is there. The bounce, the setup, it all works out. Meg Jones has done incredible work defensively, but when that over ball bounces...
See Meg Jones, little kick in behind, but look at the determination on the chase. Oh yeah, the shoulders rock back. Yeah, let's keep it cool, we're all good. We'll see it, Allianz.
Johan has done well to find a jumper in Leah Champon. Chains just for Maka this time. Gabby Vernier, now the passes are starting to stick for the French. Boulard gets involved. Joanna Grisset out with injury last week. Gets the flick back onto the inside for Marine Ménager. Pauline Bourdon-Sansus, the nippy, the electric Pauline Bourdon-Sansus will open the scoring for France.
Easily as well. Look at Pauline Bourdon-Sansus, she's the one who's going to be inside. Look at the lines that she takes on the in ball. The number of French players that support, absolutely brilliant. Doesn't go to hand there, but is such an aware player. The experience that she has. Pauline Bourdon-Sansus is absolutely world class.
Ponsonby to Miller. Now they set up that rolling maul to Georgia Ponsonby. Can they get it going? Laterally at the moment, so once called Pori Lane and the inside ball to Ruahei Demant. Ruahei Demant.
The kickoff, and then from there they rush on the inside. Nice ball on the in by Sylvia Brunt. A beautiful line by Ruahei Demant. Look at that, they rush up Bernier. Brunt reads it, and then the skip knows their team needs something. I'll stand up and I'll put it right under the H.
Pori Lane, Ponsonby. The slightest of hands, and now the offload sticking, and Ruahei Demant's got one. Is she going to get two? No. Roos. They're 2 meters out this time. Flying high. Brunt. Brunt. She's got it.
Chris Baliko. There's the tip on, but look at this one out the back door. How sweet is that? Ruahei Demant also passes up a nice rolling ball to miss from the number 9, Pori Lane, and there's the strength from Sylvia Brunt.
Woodman Wycliffe, she's been heavily involved in this first 36.5 minutes. Kaipo Olsen-Baker uses people as speed bumps. Liana Michaeli too on the wraparound. Sylvia Brunt, the quick hands, now sticking. Renee Holmes, back onto the inside to Brunt. Sylvia Brunt, back to Renee Holmes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Strong hit up by Portia Woodman Wycliffe, followed up by Kaipo Olsen-Baker to break the line, and from there, absolutely delicious hands shown by the Blackbirds out the back. Renee Holmes goes off the right foot, nice little pass inside to Brunt, receives it back. Oh, it doesn't get much sweeter than that.
Cheers. All good, last couple of minutes here.
Oh, you have to get the skipper to Braxton Sorensen-McGee, who puts her ears down and finds Georgia Miller. Georgia Miller, she's done it all tournament. Offloads Laura Bayfield, and they go back to back to back to back.
Well, she's been given the start in this one. Laura Bayfield had to be very patient with that. We might have to have a look at the last pass, or sorry, the third pass in from Sorensen-McGee to clear it off. They come from missed opportunity, a drop ball, and this one here to Georgia Miller. Was this okay? Oh, geez. The TMA will have a decision there. Georgia Miller always so elusive, and there's always tries to be had if you're going to work hard and support.
I agree.
Holmes
Just watch the timing.
would have thought that she was here seconds ago.
That will be half.
Pari Lane, Villico wasn't really expecting to receive that pass and just gave it off to Michaela too.
Hold on.
Pari Lane, flat ball to Braxton Sorensen-McGee, who's not seen much of the ball, but she doesn't need to see much of the ball to continue to add to her score sheet. She's already the top try scorer of this competition and the top point scorer of the competition.
But this will be a beautiful shot of the skills. Ball on the inside, the dummy, oh, the left foot is absolutely nasty from Braxton Sorensen-McGee. Look at this here, dummy on the inside, just glides through. Oh, and she just clicks through the gears and makes it look easy.
No, I'll be right. Just keep coming them out.
She's had a great tournament too, Maya Joseph. Caitlin Varkolo gets involved, releases and picks back up this Caitlin Varkolo. Joseph, Olsen Baker, Joseph again, and the spin ball, hard running from...
But look at this running into the line. First it was Caitlin Varkolo with a strong effort, gets up and goes again. But from there, Olsen Baker has a nice injection. Amy Rule has a nice one, and then the pass out to the young winger, the young sensation that is Braxton Sorensen-McGee.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you have to nickname Tweet Tweet. Tweet Tweet wants to two-step and gets around the defenders. Lena Tweesel going back onto the inside to Polimbo Don Sansus. Farah Klu. Marine Ménager with the wide pass out to Leah Champon, who gets around Caitlin Varkolo, and Leah Champon is going to stretch and get over. And France finally
down. And on this occasion, she's the one that's going to get the score. Look at her on the outside, patrolling that edge. Strong left-hand bend, strong finish. This is attitude to be able to run at this time of the game, this far down, just shows you what.
Advantage for the French. Kafawi. Bigou goes searching. Can she end her career on a flourish? Now up the middle, Gabby Vernier. They've gone back to back at France and potentially the comeback on.
Away from rugby, Gabby Vernier is a real bookworm, and I tell you what, this little gap at the end, she reads it just right. Now, I'll tell you what, Layla, you said that this Everest was going to be very high. Perhaps France now at base camp is the comeback on, Katie.
Still a while to go, they're about 3 scores away, so nothing's impossible.
Release is very late. Morland.
Knock on in the tackle by 22 black. Knock on
in the tackle by Teresa Setafano, who's just made her way onto the park, and Emily Boulard is going to see green grass of home, but has she been held up? She puts it down between her legs. Does Emily Boulard?
Let's have a look-see here, a lot of them to unpack. The court short defence by New Zealand. There's the strong fend up, there's the beautiful pass, and Boulard backs herself. Does she get it down? Kate Bahakolo does extremely well right there, yeah. You betcha she does. France go back to back with the tries. Here we go.
One of the 3 Canadians who played and lost that 2014 final. De Goody rips it, Voltaser. She's got Hogan Rochester, takes the ball into contact, gets it away for Asia Hogan Rochester. And just as she did a week ago, she splits the defences, scores the opening try for Canada.
Recognition on the short side there, but it all came from an error from England. The overthrow on the line-out, the quick thinking, playing back down the short side. Look at this squaring up for Taser, just does enough to pull in Abby down and give Hogan Rochester the outside. And scores the open.
Amy Cocaine, and they've got a high tackle here. So England have a penalty, a free shot if you like. And who's the person to take it? But Ellie Kildunne, little bit of footwork, goes to around 1, then 2, and Ellie Kildunne lights up the Allianz.
Finish the job. The little hit step on the right foot, bounces out, and then still takes on 2 of the defenders. Bounces off that left foot, and then has the pace to finish. England right to reply.
It's slowed right up. Hunt wants it. She wants McKinley Hunt out of there. There's got to be space for Natasha Hunt somewhere around those fringes. Try given.
Initially comes to Zoe Allcroft, the quick transition to Sadia Kabaya to get it away from the threats. The look at Sophie De Goody trying to get in there, but they're just patient, inch by inch, moment by moment. Natasha Hunt giving the little extra edge there for Amy Cocaine, who is not going to be releasing that ball.
It cribs sideways, then straightens up. It's once more controlled in the back. They've got another advantage. Out it comes for Hunt. England at their destructive best with Alex Matthews.
Control at the back of the scrum initially. The front row really making a statement. Natasha Hunt has a little dart, but then the support line from Alex Matthews. She knows what it takes to win in World Cup finals. And she certainly knows how to finish as well.
Once more they edge towards the line. Maud Muirby next, a captain on the hip. She's just dropped to ground. England looking to strike, and they have done.
Initially doing great work to keep him out. First carry from Alex Matthews. Crossley does well to stop that. Abby Ward just literally dives from a standing start. Gets it just on the line there.
Epps wants it. Epps goes. Tessiak to the line, and then out the back for Perry. They've got numbers here. Canada shell with Hogan Rochester. Fingertip control. Asia Hogan Rochester gets her second. Pulls back a critical score for Canada.
Defensively so narrow here. Ellie Kildunne on the inside of the last post. Junior Shell coming into the line. The link pass out to Asia Hogan Rochester, who will always finish in that corner.
They've had to defend their line. Now they have got eyes on Canada's. Abby Ward goes once more. Abby Ward is close. Away it comes from Matthews.
Ellie Kildunne with the spiral bomb, one of the hardest catches to take. You can see here, no players putting their name on it, and then Lucy Packer sweeps it up. Just a quick recycle, bit of footwork there from Alex Matthews to get in between the 2 defenders and get over. Get a second try in the Rugby World Cup final. She's on her way to become